partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder. I'm proud to be. In whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder, and my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder. I'm proud to be. In whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder, and my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder. I'm proud to be. In whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder, and my partners love me me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice order and proud to be. I'm
Cold. Get cold real fast.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like staving off cutting my hair as much as I can because I like the lion's mane.
Yep.
But Georgia Summers and long hair does not mix. So
Yeah, well, if I were to shave my head all the way down, like bald level all the way down, it would take about 5 months for it to get back to the size it's at now.
Wow,
So,
that's actually really quick.
yeah.
that's
real
super
quick.
Are we on the internet yet?
Yes, we are.
No. Oh, we are. Apparently, we are. I was unaware.
Surprise!
We are
I've
talking
been
about
messing with it. No, not all that.
Let's get started, shall we, everyone?
Woo!
Shan't we?
Oh, let me change this.
So last we left off, you all had learned of made some assumptions and some educated guesses about who the benefactor was. You devised a plan to sneak into the cave, the seaside cave that Captain Gator had.
Sneeze-snide?
The Sneesnide cave that Captain Gator had been taking treasure to by using the dust of disappearance that you had attained from a traveling salesman named Badger in Amman. You were successfully able to put on a bit of a ruse as you left the camp chasing after Tharn, who was tantruming off into the wilderness to get back
Out into nature.
To get back into nature. And
The most effective way to get out of a place without people stopping you is for Tharn to have been, for them to have met Tharn, and then for Tharn to be like, "I'm leaving."
they're all like, "Okay,
Hallelujah!
That's great. Hey, aren't we supposed to keep people from? No. Let them go. Let them fucking go.
You use the disappearance on yourselves, and Nox cast water breathing on you, so you were able to travel at the bottom of the river all the way out to the outlet, which was close to the cave entrance. After traveling into the cave, you were able to sneak past all the hobgoblins and pirates without them noticing. You started to sneak into the cavern. You made your way winding through the narrow tunnels. Still, for the most part, swimming underwater. Poor Zephyr met with an untimely end as she was doing some scouting up ahead. I'm sure she'll be back soon.
Oh yeah.
However, as you were moving forward, someone was able to, I can't remember who it was, but someone was able, I think it was Tharn, was able to spot an area of veg on the sea floor in the cavern that was devoid of vegetation, where you discovered a arcane trap that was laid. Bureau was successfully able to dispel it, and you were able to continue on your path. As you continued forward, you interrupted a conversation that was being had between the benefactor and a powerful mage who you learned had been impersonating Etzel Tayakopan, one of the three potential people that were vying for the new spot of Master of Law in the city of Amman. They were using illusory magic to try and gain inroads into the Ammanian Council for some nefarious purposes you are uncertain of as to yet.
We done did fuck them up.
Yeah, because after all these years, the Ammanian Council still isn't using magic wards to make sure that nobody is fucking with them.
Yep.
Because then, that would be terrible for plot and things of that nature.
Think of the
built
poor
your-
plot.
Trust. Yeah. You gotta
Think of
build
the
your
poor
government
DM
on
who needs plot. Who
trust
needs
your
it.
people.
Think of
there's
the poor
always
plot.
ways around abjurative magic, Tharn.
There are many ways around abjurative magic. And I just start
And I list them. I list them.
As you were able to come forward, your stealth checks were pretty good early on, but as you were making your way towards the conversation, trying to listen
This
in,
went downhill.
yeah, things started going downhill. And as your stealth was broken, and this Galadon, the Winged Storm, which turned out to be an adult blue dragon, yelled out for you to come forward. Tharn and Renata made their way up one side of the entrance as the rest of the party made their way up another. Some conversation was had back and forth, insults and threats, veiled threats being made. The dragon not seemingly too worried until Biero attempted to gain the upper hand by throwing a fireball into the middle of the mage and the dragon, which was counterspelled by the mage that was there, at which point combat commenced. Combat went fairly good for all of you. You made fairly short work of the impersonating mage. Shango completely murdered a poor innocent bard who was just being held prisoner by this evil dragon.
Yes.
In cold blood, and
Classic
eventually-
Shango.
Classic Shango.
Oops.
And eventually, when things started to look a bit dire, the dragon seeming to be on his last legs, a couple of your party members knocked unconscious, a spiritual stick.
The stick.
My stick!
Give him the stick. Don't give him the
was
stick.
used to put a final end to Galadon, the Winged Storm.
End was where the stick went in.
Yes.
Get wrecked.
Where the proverbial sun does not shine. And that is where we last left off, with all of you, with Galadon having just been felled, and the party essentially kind of taking stock of themselves around you. I do, for those of you who stuck around and got to look at the magic items, I do have to make one correction. I made a mistake in the magical loot. There are no winged boots in the loot. That was a
Damn.
mistake by me.
Damn.
My apologies.
Sadness.
We have a ton of fun in now. We can go buy winged boots.
We have a lot of money.
Well, we
But
can't
anyway.
take all of this.
We
It
will take
Um,
all the money.
As,
Most
uh,
immediate thing. I believe everyone is conscious at this point because I brought.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shango
I was
Shango
sound, but I was brought back.
unconscious, but I believe
Yeah, I
Tharn-
cure wounds you and then I stick the dragon.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
you cure
Yes.
wounds him. So everyone's conscious.
Okay.
We
Does
literally,
anyone-
the dragon has just, hold on, sorry. The dragon was just felled. Like, it literally just, like, crashed into parts of its treasure as Shango was kind of, like, figuring out where he is, what's going on, as he's kind of stepping up. He was submerged under the
Submerged,
water,
I've like-
and is just getting up. And that is kind of where
What-
we will pick things
Yeah.
right back up.
Does anyone
There is
want the bard brought back to life because we're on a
Yes.
ticking clock?
Yes.
Someone
Very
needs
much
to
so.
tell me to do that because Tharn is not going to do that.
Yeah, Fike is
unless-
the only one who really understands.
Can the DM untear up his character sheet?
I believe,
Do
I
you have
believe
mending,
that
Bill?
was
Do you have mending?
that was showmanship. I believe that was showmanship. I believe Bill still has the notes.
I wonder if
The
we
notes
can-
are not. The notes were digital, so that was.
Okay, guys,
It was
There you go.
showmanship. 10 points for Gryffindor.
Tharn, can we bring back that bard? I have a feeling he was a prisoner and might have information to share.
Fike is currently
If
giving
that
him
is what you wish, then yes. And I'll walk over there. Are there visible diamonds in the pile, or should I burn one of the ones I have on me?
I mean,
Yeah,
we're-
take mine.
Make. Well, I guess Fike is offering you diamonds.
Yeah, but you
I
get
I
more.
have
take
the-
it from him. I walk over. I drop to my knees.
Can I go over and assist him with it since I have the same spell I think he's thinking of?
I mean, there's not really an assistance thing you can do. So
Just wondering if I could.
yeah,
I take the diamond.
we'll get to it anyway. But yeah, go ahead.
I mutter a prayer to the Wild Mother, and then I shove the diamond into a singed, gaping hole in his chest.
Oh,
Okay.
place diamond. Now I can have a diamond heart.
And then I just sort of twist
Yeah,
the diamond.
Just gotta get it in there real good. Kind of twist it back and forth. So yes, I'm assuming you're casting Revivify.
No, I'm grasping vine.
Oh, okay.
Chromatic orb.
To finish pulling his heart out of his. As you grip your holy symbol, uttering a prayer to the Wild Mother, motes of light come bursting forth out of the diamond, which shatters. And I need you to make just a straight wisdom check. You guys don't actually know this guy yet, so we're not going to be doing like a whole ritual. He's not a party member, but I do need you to make just a straight wisdom check.
The spell doesn't require a wisdom check, DM.
My custom rules require one.
Well,
dear.
this would be where Nox is helping out might help.
Nox is assisting you, so you have advantage.
Well, if we're gonna do that, then I cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
I've been giving him mouth kisses of life.
Roll your guidance.
They hate this guy.
Roll your guidance.
There we go.
That makes it an 11.
Those roads.
So that
He's
means you
missing a
rolled
few
one.
teeth in the process.
As you shove the diamond into his chest, motes of light come forth almost blindingly, filling up the entire cavern as the diamond shatters in your hand, and even like brighter flash of light kind of comes forward as you kind of have to almost like turn your head and cover your eyes to protect them from being blinded for a moment. But as you do, you look back down and you see that this dwarf, the burn scars on him, though still visible, he coughs and sits up. Or goes to sit up, but then just lays back down.
I put my stick, and I go, bring you back life, and I can take it away again if you should try anything.
He's
All
still
things
trying.
die twice.
As he is still kind of trying to get his bearings.
I'll good cop it and give him a cure wounds as well. On top of that,
Okay. What level?
level 1.
So he now has 7 hit points instead of 1.
I will just cup his head lightly, and I'll give him 10 points from lay on hands.
Okay.
It's a good thing we don't have to fight anything else today.
DM, can I take?
real
Can I
quick.
take the?
Real quick.
Okay.
Are you also going to be healing him?
No, I was gonna do something with that golem.
All right, just give me 1 sec. So he's still trying to kind of like get his bearings as you guys are tossing this healing into him, and he says, looking around, kind of locks eyes with you for a second. Tharn darts back over to Fike. His eyes dart over to Biero. Kind of comes back to you, Tharn, as you're like speaking to him, giving him like not threatening him, but just kind of.
Oh no,
like,
I'm threatening him.
yeah, but not like in a "I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker" kind of way. More of like a
I put my stick in his nose.
Oh, I didn't catch that part.
Right up the nose.
You kind of cut out.
No, I move it from his throat to his nose, as he doesn't think that I'm threatening him.
Oh. No, it's not that you're not threatening him. You're not being like physically aggressive. You're just kind of matter of fact.
Thon, the man
Until
was
the
dead
nose.
a second ago. Please give
Threatening
him
him.
a second to get his bearing.
As he looks at all of you and says, "I believe me. I wish you have proven your point. I do not wish to engage in combat with any of you."
Wise. What were you doing here?
Is it not obvious?
I understand it seems like you're a prisoner, but how did that come to be?
Perhaps I should start from the beginning. My name is Strats Stonesong, bard and world traveler. I found my way on a ship as I was traveling from the sands of Marquette to Iman, and we were set upon by pirates who took me captive and dropped me in the lair of this dragon as his plaything. I have been here for many months.
Well, you have a new chance at a better life now. Please do not do anything dumb that would set any of my friends off. They seem to be very ill-tempered today for some reason.
I
Generally
can
the
see
dragon.
that.
I shove my stick a little further in his nose.
I again wish you no harm. Am very grateful that you have seemingly brought me back from what I thought was probably death, though I'm not 100% sure.
It was.
Thank you for confirming. I wish only to go on my way.
He's casting the wish spell. Kill him.
No! For the love of God! Here's my reaction.
Do what?
Pray you calm everyone.
Listen, I was a prisoner here, my friend.
I'm gonna start cracking all up.
He kind of holds forth his his
Hands at your side.
arcane shackles.
And now they're unlocked.
Well, they're not. They're arcane. The thing is around his neck that has yet to be removed. As he kind of like moves his beard and shows you his neck. I am unable to leave. I'm unable to leave this cavern.
I will burn a 4th level slot to try a dispel magic.
Well, did Fike's thieves tools work first?
Fike, you use your thieves' tools on the. You take a moment to go in and inspect the collar, and it does appear to have practical means of removing it. You take your thieves' tools and start to fiddle with it, and after about 20 seconds or so, you hear a click as it opens up, and the blue motes of arcane energy that are around his wrists and ankles fade away as you hear an almost power down sound as it falls away from around his neck. Oh, 1,000 thank yous. I will sing your praises wherever I go. Your name?
Father
Defenders of the East.
Vander Fike, but we are the Defenders of the East.
Hector Barbosa at your service.
He's
Wait,
No.
wait, is that really your name, Hector?
I'm getting
Yeah.
mixed signals.
No.
As am I.
we I guess we have some explaining to do as well, but we also came under the ruse of being pirates to find this place, and that was our ruse, which is, I believe, over right now.
Yeah.
So we can.
I put my stick a little further in his nose and say, "Call me what you will, but they have taken to calling me Thon."
Speaking
do
of
not
the pirates,
wish to anger the man who has just brought me back from life, but if you would be so kind as to remove your stick from my nose, I would be infinitely grateful.
I would be infinitely grateful if you did not try to murder me and my friends again.
Master
Again,
Thorn,
That
I
doesn't
believe.
sound like a yes.
Just disagree with him, please. He will stop,
I apologize.
and it won't happen again.
And though I did not try to kill you and your friends, only aid my my captor, I
push the
will
stick a little
never
further in.
endeavor in the future to do anything of that nature.
Whose intention was
Insight
to kill
check.
us? So you did try to kill us.
Make an insight check there, Tharn. You get the sense that he is in no way, shape, or form wishing to do you any harm. He is a guy who is not outside his depths, as he seems fairly well traveled, but was probably aiding the dragon out of fear, assuming that it was more dangerous than all of you.
I pull my stick away, turn to everyone else, and go, "We're on a timetable. If you wish to grab these things and prepare to leave, then we should do so." And I start walking over and harvesting the dragon.
Okay.
Yes!
Yes, they most
Anyone
certainly
care to
know us.
assist?
I will
Yeah.
assist.
What skills
Um,
would you need to be able to assist?
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm proficient with it.
So before everybody just starts loading stuff willy-nilly, to harvest the dragon would either be survival or arcana, as it is not
I'm going survival.
as it is not a natural beast.
While they're
I
doing
have
that,
neither.
Ren's gonna point at the big thing around its neck. Doth anyone know what that does? Especially looking to the bard.
Do I know what that does?
Or the other bard that's been with this dragon.
Make an arcana check, Bureau. It's definitely magical.
Master Stone Song?
It's from what I was able to gather, it gives the dragon some means of more protection. I did not really get to see it in practice until you all arrived, but from what I could gather, it gives him a bit more modicum of protection. And outside of that, I never really saw him use it. I just thought it was cool decoration.
Throw
And
it
it
in
is
the
pretty-
bag. I'm like elbow deep in dragon blood by now.
I mean, it is pretty baller.
It is indeed a giant ball of some
I was-
sort.
It
out of
would
game,
not fit inside the bag of holding.
out of game party. We probably don't have a long time. We probably have like 30 minutes. So if we're gonna do stuff, we need to get on doing stuff.
I'll go and I'll start going through the pile of treasure.
All right, so you and Shango, it sounds like Shango's investigating.
I checked the orc mage.
If
Well,
You're checking
nobody's,
the orc mage.
if nobody's able to assist Tharn, I'm not proficient, but I'll throw him an inspiration.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't have anything for that besides like athletics.
I will also
I-
take the golem and put him over here and kind of guard there and tell him if anyone if anyone threatening comes, just start making some noise.
And it just starts walking into the seawater. So Tharn, go ahead and make your. What are you trying to harvest first?
I will take it in whichever order you want, DM.
All right.
Nice.
I mean, the
Such a
things
generous
that,
guy.
the things that you would think are harvestable are one, obviously dragon scales, obviously, would be, something that would be nice. Dragon teeth, dragon claws, the particularly on, I'll just give you this as you are, old and just kind of know shit and are well traveled. Particularly on a blue dragon, their one big horn in the front of their snout, is probably valuable. so yeah, those are probably the 4 things that you would probably be interested in.
Okay, so is someone
perhaps
assisting
vials
me?
of
Giving.
dragon blood. Someone is assisting you. Yes.
All
Bureau
right.
gave you bardic inspiration.
Advantage, inspiration, and guidance.
Yep.
So rolling survival with advantage plus a D4 plus a D10.
Correct.
Yes. Well, I mean,
All
you
right.
can hold on to the D10 and if you see what you get, but
Okay.
Yeah.
So bloop plus bloop.
Nice.
Ooh, 18.
So an 18 for the first one, or do you want to do one to just cover all of them?
We'll do one for each. So this will be for scale since it's the first thing I listed. Do you
Okay.
want to use your bardic inspiration or hold on to it?
I'll hold on to it.
All right. It's a huge beast. It's a gigantic beast. So it's not a quick and easy process. It takes probably it's going to take a while, especially having to kind of work around the different damages that it's taken, and
How
some of
long
the,
is
you know,
a
the,
how long
I
is a
mean,
while? Like,
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm aware that we don't have a lot of time, so if it's going to be like, it takes 2 hours to get the scales, then I'm not going to do that. So.
Well, I mean, it also depends on how well you roll.
Oh, all right.
Would it be useful actually to go and try to cut that thing off its neck if it's giving it protections? Maybe it would protect the body still. Take
You
that
get
down?
the sense that it's not affecting the dragon anymore because the dragon's dead.
Okay.
Kind
Making sure.
just
of dead.
You never know.
just as a
Yeah,
quick note, then we can get to that later. While after I check the orc mage, like while Tharn is harvesting, I'm gonna do something else, but finish up the harvesting first if you want.
Also, like for scales, like I'm not necessarily trying to take it off in like chunks. It's just sort of like field stripping it. Just sort of like very basic. Just roll it and throw it into a bag, sort of stuff.
So with a 18, if you're sticking with the 18, that's what I was getting to first.
All right, I will roll a bardic inspiration die.
It's up. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just finding out where our final
Well,
number.
I didn't know that it was going to be time related for that as well. It's a
Yeah.
D10 or a D12 at your level.
It's a D10 for him at this level.
Nice.
8. So that takes it to a 26.
26.
Yeah. So you make actually pretty quick work of this. You get going using the help of, using Bureau's assistance. Strats just kind of like stands up and starts, you see him kind of wandering around looking for his guitar. He finds it not too far away from him and it is destroyed. And he just kind of like, oh no. And he's kind of like holding it, like trying to see if he can't like fix it, and is like inspecting it, and twang, tong, like it's just not sounding very good.
Make yourself useful.
And
I point over to like Shango or whatever. I'm like, go make yourself useful.
As you wish. And he, has like almost like a sad puppy dog look on his face of like, oh no, my favorite toy got broken, and starts slowly walking over towards Shango.
Yeah, Thorin Super doesn't give a shit.
I know Thorin doesn't, but he does. As you make your way, as you continue working, over the course of the next 15-20 minutes or so, Tharn, you're able to take off what you think is probably 100 to 150 pounds of scales.
Okay. Does somebody want to write that down for the bag of holding?
Yep.
You got it?
Cool.
As you're moving on to the next thing, Shango, what else are you doing?
Yes, the orc mage's body, and I rolled a 4 with a net 1 on that investigation.
Yeah. Looking over the orc mage's body, you don't really find a lot on him. He has a staff. I'm sorry, she has a staff that you would imagine is probably their arcane focus.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're not really able to find anything of importance on them. They do have a small coin pouch with 150 gold pieces in it.
Was it 150?
250.
250. Okay. All right.
With that
So
nat one, I can't find anything on him. Well, there are boobs and a vagina. Oh, I missed those too.
there. All right. Yeah. So just for good measure, I'll grab the staff and the coin. And Ren is not helping with the harvest.
No, Ren doesn't have any skills for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bureau's already assisting with the harvesting of the dragon.
So I'll just look over to her and might you join me for a minute? And then I'll head out a little bit. Go away. I clicked the wrong button. To like where there's a. Come on. There's a narrowing out front out here. To start casting. Like mirroring basically somewhere else.
I'm sorry,
An
what?
alarm spell.
Yeah, you keep
I want
coming.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
you keep cutting out.
I want to head out the cave a little bit to
Okay.
like this where it splits off and lay down an alarm spell, casting
Okay.
the like in this narrowing right here.
All right, so you leave the cavern and start swimming
Yep.
to get over
And-
there as you kind of swim past the earth elemental that was summoned.
And if I cut out, I ask Ren to join me and like watch my back while I cast. I don't know if that was.
Yeah.
All right. If you'd like to make your next check there, Tharn,
Sure.
or teeth, claws, or the horn.
We'll go horn.
Shit, I missed it.
Guidance.
Kobe.
16.
16. You're having a little bit more trouble with this one. Another 10 minutes goes by as you're trying to, work. Dragons, they're made of tough stuff, and you're trying to remove this thing that is literally attached to its skull. And you're kind of working with just like a dagger that you would usually normally use just for skinning like regular animals. And it would appear that these things are made of tougher stuff. As Shango, in that time frame, you and Ren are able to go set your alarm spell and make your way back
I feel like out here.
to the cavern in that amount of time. But eventually, after 15 minutes, Tharn, you are able to remove the horn.
Shall I keep going or should we leave?
I mean, I don't know. I think scales are fine. I mean, does anybody else want anything?
I think we probably need to spend some time investigating as much of this loot in the cavern for any maybe documents or anything that would indicate whatever.
Well, I thought
deal,
Mike was doing that while we were working on the
I
dragon.
was too. I was in the
Is
loop.
that what I didn't hear? If that Nox and Fike, is that what you guys were doing?
I
That's
didn't
what I
say
was
that,
doing.
But
That's what I was
mean,
doing.
If somebody says, "Hey, we need to figure out what's magic," I will gladly drop calm emotions, have a full panic attack, and just go, "That's magic! That's magic! That's magic! That's magic!" Put it in the bag.
Well,
We'll
I'm
identify.
pretty sure calm emotions only last for like 10 minutes, so that would have faded a while ago.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Then
Then I'm having a panic attack.
All right, so you cast detect magic while they're doing while Tharn and Bureau are going to town on this dragon corpse. And the things of magic, you find 2 magical potions, which you are unfamiliar
Make sure
with.
someone writes this down.
Which in character you don't know what they do yet. One has evocation magic in it. The other one has transmutation magic in it. You find a magical scroll. That it's not that hard to figure out as you read it. It is a scroll of prismatic spray. It also comes in a very fancy scroll case that is appeared to be made out of platinum with and encrusted with blue sapphires that you think is probably worth a pretty penny. You also find a fancy magical rapier that appears to have a blue blade that is cold to the touch. You find a silver horn with sapphire bejewelment and on it that has conjuration magic in it. You find a very fancy looking saddle, as well as a large tome that appears to be magical as well. Upon which a lot of the other objects in here you recognize can cast I'm rich.
And do
I'm
I
rich,
get
bitch.
That's a good spell.
the specific? Do I get the specific type of magic off the necklace? What kind of magic it?
What necklace?
The thing
one
around
on
the
the
dragon?
dragon.
Dragon.
That one has a combination of conjuration and abjurative magic on it. It's bigger than you are.
I'm very strong though, so
You should wear.
It's the
Very-
size of like a kitchen table. Just the jewel. Not to mention the enormous chain that he used to keep it around his neck. But anyway, as you guys are doing this, there is a flash of light in the chamber.
Oh,
Um,
find the source of that.
there are multiple sources.
Oh boy. Oh. Wonderful.
was to be expected.
Immediately, blades back out.
How much time has passed?
Approximately 30 minutes or so.
Gotcha.
What do those look like they are?
Those look like hobgoblins.
Yes, they
Then
do.
I will fireball.
Well, you don't get the surprise round in,
Okay.
so you'll have to wait till we roll initiative.
Da-da-da.
Okay, well, by my count, I had the horn off at 25 minutes.
Yes.
And then turned to everybody and said, do you want to keep doing
Approximately,
this, or should we go?
Pop the horn
Yep.
off of a dragon and make it your wand.
Yep. Prop the horn off the dragon, and as you turn to the party to say, "Hey, do you want me to keep going, or should we leave?" There was flashes of light as
And yeah. Fuck.
And I say, hey, yeah. I say, hey. We're on the internet, so I can't finish that.
Why? What's going on?
Is exactly what.
fuck you.
The
You know what?
stream.
Fuck you.
Yeah. the stream is marked, right?
You come into my house with my favorite song.
See, and then I made it for you.
As the light abates, you see as several hobgoblins appear in the cavern. They quickly kind of look around, assess the situation, and one of them points at the group and says, "Ugh." And you recognize the one that was from the ship, right?
Mendrick.
Vendrag.
Over here, and says, "I knew you couldn't be trusted. Kill them!" And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yep.
Just one thing for clarification. Did I end up actually having to burn that slot to do Dispel Magic on the
You did not.
column?
Nope.
Okay.
You did not.
Important
you.
information.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad I second-winded.
Okay.
Now, if the bard dies, it's not our fault.
Just don't kill him.
He tried to attack us. Just
He tried to attack some of us. I believe you were underwater, drowning.
Ooh, low roll for fight today.
So guys, we coming or going? Coming, going, coming, going.
We're killing. We're killing.
Yeah.
Killing.
Fuck them up.
All
Fuck 'em
right.
up real good.
I shall certainly try.
I think we got it. I think we got this, guys. I think we got this. Bureau still got fireballs. No, we're fucked.
That's goosey.
Just give me like till the end. I'll get there eventually.
I mean, guys, we still got this guy too. We still got this guy over here.
You gotta call him over.
I know, but they don't know about him, so it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna just make him come and just boom.
Just running Tony Stark suit.
What's
Roll.
that
Must have some good
noise?
teleport.
Initiative. What's that?
I was thinking, does teleport, the 7th level spell teleport, has a limit on how many people you can take with you?
It does, but you don't know that that's what this is.
Yeah, I don't. That was a curiosity thing that just popped in my head.
Oh no, there is a yes, but to answer
Yeah.
your out of character question, yes, there is a limit of how many people you can take with the 7th level teleport spell.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just know
Uh,
that they popped in somehow. Could
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bureau beat me? Ugh. Oh,
It's
this
gonna be
whole night
okay.
is fucking ruined.
This is so sad for you, Fike. I'm so sad with your 17.
I just really want to cast that fireball.
Yeah,
Dave
obviously.
ruined.
It's gonna be okay.
Magic items don't work unless you're attuned to them, right? We can't like
Yep.
do that.
Depends on the magic item.
Oh shit.
If it doesn't require attunement, it works.
Takes an hour to attune to something.
Yep.
If it does.
Yep.
Or a short rest. But
Can
yeah.
we pause combat for an hour?
Yeah, hey guys,
Time out!
Certainly try.
can we just take a
You could try and convince them. Hey, you guys
Yeah.
just want to give us a quick hour?
Hey, guys,
Mist, we
Yeah,
have a ye
guys,
old
just-
timeout.
timeout.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Just
how about we just
give it a
let's have
second.
mimosa. Let's have some mimosas.
Yeah.
Let's just
hot
come back
dogs?
tomorrow morning, okay? We all go home. Sleep this over. we
Listen,
chill,
look,
and-
I'm looking at you, man. You could really use a hot toddy. How about a hot? You really look like you need to take a load.
There's some
First
rum
off,
back at the campsite.
That's my line. There's a whole bunch of ale back at the Gators camp, and
You just go out for some nugs. It'll be fine.
Listen, it'll all be fine. Let's just have some hot toddies, maybe a little, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? A little honey wine. You know, just
Ooh.
some sweet, nice
We
stuff. You know,
need-
maybe even some bread and butter.
Do you have anything
We can-
tasty also?
So much mayonnaise.
so I had
Mayonnaise on everything.
Mayonnaise!
I would like to cast detect food. Is there food in the vicinity?
in the middle of the fight, I will look at Renata and be like, I need mayonnaise now!
Mayonnaise
I am
stacked.
making the grandest of all aiolis.
I'm making the best BLT right now, and I need some mayonnaise.
Alrighty.
Blue dragon, lettuce, and tomato. Got it.
Bureau, you act first.
Okay. I would like to peek my head around from this rock here. And let me just measure.
You just take it out and go. Boom.
Yeah. I would like to cast a fireball right here-ish.
Right there-ish.
Yep.
Alrighty. So you're gonna move to like 5 feet so that you can
Sure.
get out of yeah. All right, so you pull out the wand. Yes,
Yep.
because I'm pretty sure that's not a spell you have. So you pull out the wand, go to toss a fireball over there, and this guy is going to counterspell.
Fuck!
Am I within 30? Oh, no, I gotta be in 30 feet of him. Oh, wait, I don't have to spell. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, you haven't had a short rest. And so he
You're over there.
counterspells your fireball.
Fuck him.
Well, then I will. Which guy did that?
This guy right here.
The one on top, right?
Yep.
Okay. So can I get the sense that this guy looks fairly similar to that guy?
They
That's
both
Vandrak.
appeared. Yeah, the one in the middle is Vandrik. The others also appear to be dressed similarly, outfitted similarly to him. With your experience as hobgoblins, they're very structured society. Your dress also kind of shows your station. They both appear to be war mages as well.
Okay. Then
Hey.
I will step one step back here to get out of line of sight of that other guy.
Okay.
And
Out of which other? Out of Vandrik's
next-
line of sight.
this guy.
Yeah,
believe.
Vandrik's. Yep, that's Vandrik.
Oh, that's Vandrik. Okay. And then I'm going to spell driver a fairy fire.
Okay.
Let's see who all I can get. Yeah. So basically, everybody from this guy on up would be caught in it.
As this guy down here counterspells it.
Yeah. Well, burn 2
Fucker.
counter spells, I guess. All right. Well, that's my ineffectual turn.
Sorry, bud.
Got their spell
also,
slots. Got their
actually-
spell slots.
Fairy Fire is not a bonus action.
That's true. So
you
never
don't
mind.
lose the spell slot, and he doesn't counterspell it
Okay.
because that's not a bonus action. Would you like to do something else with your bonus action?
No.
No?
No.
Alrighty. That ends your turn. The Iron Shadows are gonna go. Alrighty. As it is still mostly dark in this area, except for over by Tharn, who has his produce flame still going, so you can kind of see what he's doing on the dragon over there. Ren,
Mhm.
you're kind of got your blades out, looking around, waiting for what you're going to be doing. Suddenly, teleporting.
Oh, hello.
2 of the Iron Shadows just almost as if they traveled through the darkness itself, just appear around you, and they are each going to make their 4 attacks against you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to take off haste. There we go.
All right, here we go. That is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
A 14.
Nope.
Worse than that. 19.
What was that last one?
19.
Just hits.
All right, so 2 from the first one hit. The other one, misses on the first one. Natural 20 on the second one. Natural 1 on the third one.
At least warding me over that natural 20.
And misses. All right, so 3 of them hit. The warning maneuver just makes it not a crit, right?
Right.
All right, so that's essentially 3 hits. You take 6 bludgeoning, and they don't appear to be using weapons. They are throwing unarmed strikes at you. So that's 6 for the first one,
Mm-hmm.
8 for the second one, and 5 for the third one. As from both sides, there's just a flurry of these strikes, kicks, and punches coming at you. It's craziness.
That was just uncalled for.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
I forgot to roll initiative for the Earth Elemental. Would you like me to do that now?
Yes. 3.
I'm not last. Yay!
Not anymore. Tharn, 2 of them teleport around you. The other 2 appear around Shango, flanking you guys.
Yep.
All right, Tharn, 8 attacks for you. 20 to hit. Misses, right?
Yeah, miss.
Oh, that one will hit. That's a natural 19, so 26.
Mm-hmm.
Then a miss. Then a miss. And a miss. So 1 from the first one. Miss. Another natural 19, so that's 1 from the second one. Exactly a 21. So second one hits.
Yep.
And then another one hits. That's a 22. So that was 4 total.
Yep.
Yeah, 4 total. As again, a flurry of unarmed strikes from both sides come at you. Several of them connecting with your shell. You see on those, the one shakes their hand a little bit as it connects with your hardened shell. You take 7. These are all bludgeoning. 7 and 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
So 26 points of damage.
26 points of bludgeoning damage, yes.
All
and
right.
then Shango. Here
Question,
comes-
real quick.
Yes.
Does sitting count as being prone?
Sitting?
Yes.
He was meditating at the time.
I'll say you were able, you watched them appear in the process of initiative. You hopped up to.
Okay. Cool.
To be like, oh shit! Like you recognize what's going on.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
oh,
Good.
shit.
Then I'm not prone. Yay.
No, you're not
Please don't be prone.
All right, here we go. That is probably going to hit with a 25.
Yes.
21
Shield.
shield.
Yep.
Let's make
Makes it
sure
miss.
you see.
22.
All right, so that's for the rest of your turn.
Yep.
That's a miss. That's going to hit. That's a 26. And a miss. So that's 2 from the first one. 2 hits.
Yep.
From the second one, that's natural 19s all over the place tonight.
Jeez.
That's a 26 to hit.
Yep.
21 misses, right?
Yep.
It's another miss. That one's gonna hit though. That's 25 to hit.
Yep.
So 4
So-
hits.
4 hits total.
If I counted right, those
Yep.
4 hits.
Got the same.
So 5 points of bludgeoning damage. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
5, 8, 8, 4. Okay,
Yes.
16, 20, 25. I pass out.
On the last one?
Yeah.
All right. So on the last strike is just like this roundhouse kick straight across your jaw, like Chuck Norris. And you kind of spin around, and now you are prone and unconscious. With that, alrighty. This Hobgoblin Devastator over here waves his hands in front of his face, muttering some words, some arcane words under his breath. As he finishes his spell, he casts Fly on himself
Fuck.
and raises 60 feet up off of the ground.
I'm gonna need you to rename that to something less intimidating.
What, Hobgoblin Devastator?
He's now the fluffy boy. Fluffy boy makes us.
This one up here is also going to wave his hands in front of himself, muttering some arcane words, and will also cast Fly on himself as he lifts himself 60 feet up off of the ground.
We sure could use some winged boots right about now.
Bet you do. Why aren't you staying in the spot there? Where's that little? That little symbol on him. That little symbol on him. So they're flying up off of the ground. And then Varric, you watch as he pulls out of his satchel this ruby red gem. And he starts to mutter under his breath as he begins some sort of ritual until he says, "Strife, Emperor, your humble servant calls upon you. Send forth one of your servants to aid us and destroy these interlopers." And he throws the gem into the middle of the cavern here as it shatters and explodes in a mote of fire. Fire just like sprays up from the sand. Noxus, you smell brimstone.
Oh, fuck.
As
Neat trick.
Fuck.
a devil unfurls its wings and appears in the center of the cavern here.
Guys, we might need to get the fuck out of here.
Well, the only person who can do it, everyone's on the opposite side of the battle map.
Oddly enough, luckily for you guys, he rolled really well on initiative, and that initiative count has already gone by.
That's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
You rolled too good, man.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Alrighty.
Still
That
well to
ends Varric's turn. Fike.
I dash to Shango.
Okay.
I can't go through. Can I go through friendlies?
You can
Or is
move
that-
through
is
a
that
friendly
thing?
space. You just can't share a space with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna just dash to Shango.
Are you going to be disengaging so as
No,
not to take
no,
opportunity?
I'm just gonna run.
All right. So I'll say you're going to take one opportunity attack going through there.
Probably take two. I think.
I think
from
the
the-
devil just got summoned, so
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say he doesn't have an opportunity attack yet because he
Oh, I'll
literally
give it to him. Why not?
Fuck us up.
because he literally just
We
appeared out of
fucked up
nowhere.
your dragon. Fuck us
Yeah.
up. It's okay.
Come on,
Um,
Daddy, hit me
on.
with that big
But-
hell spear. Come on.
One of the
See,
Gosh.
one of the iron shadows. One of the iron shadows does get an opportunity attack on you, but misses.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
You get over to Shango, who's unconscious on the ground.
I grab him by the shirt. I dump all of my remaining light on hands, which is 25 hit points.
Okay.
Ooh.
I don't think I have a shirt. I'm wearing a breastplate.
You just all abs.
Say.
Whatever.
Grab him by the ass.
grab his abs.
I grab him by the ass.
I grab him by the belt loops. I don't give a shit.
Grab them abs, yo.
And I go, the second your legs start, don't stop running. And I just pick him up. And I'm going to attempt to drag him towards Tharn as far as I
25
can.
you said, right? 25,
Yeah,
you said,
25.
right?
25, yeah.
Okay.
How far
That's-
can I get?
You get half
carrying
movement
him?
because you're dragging someone.
That's
So
fine,
that's full movement.
So I don't know how much movement you have left.
but it's a dash.
He a rogue.
I know.
But so that would be 15, but I'm dashing, so it'd be 30, so I can get 30 feet. Or is that-
Well, you used your action to lay on
Right.
hands.
Right. But I'm
Um,
using my bonus action to dash. With him.
Okay, you're using your bonus action to dash with him.
Today.
So that would be 30 feet. So, right? So it would
Mm-hmm.
be 15.
I mean, he's got to be cool with this also. Shango, are you cool with me taking you with me?
Yeah, I'm not resisting at all.
Take my hand if you want to live. We're going here.
All right. You're
There.
gonna get a few attacks of opportunity on you.
Absolutely.
One from each of the Iron Shadows.
Yep.
22 to hit
Hits.
and higher than that, so they both hit. And then from that little normie hobgoblin over there, 19 to hit.
Misses.
All right, so you get 2 hits from the Iron Shadows for 5 and 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
And they both have Sentinel.
They do not have Sentinel. Luckily for you.
That's mine, damn it!
That is the end of my turn.
I
All right,
presume
and
that's
you're
where I am,
now
right, Bill?
Standing, yes, you're now
Okay.
standing next to a giant devil with a big
Cool.
pitchfork. So you're not sure that your situation's really improved that much. Send me back over there with the hobgoblins.
I kind of like these guys.
That ends your turn, Fike. Nox and Tharn.
Nox, you
You
go
wanna go
first.
All right. Oh damn. Well, I see the devil, and I say, "Oh fuck, no, fuck you, fuck," and I think it's Tiamat, so I'm just gonna fucking just shoot it with
Eldritch Blast.
yeah.
All right, make your
Yeah.
attacks.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
1, 2. Nope, that's the wrong thing. I'm so sorry. I clicked the wrong thing. 1, 2, 3. I saw it said DC. I was like, wait, that's wrong.
The 23 and the 24 hit for 16 points of damage.
And I want to make sure this is a bonus action, which it's not. So, is this it? Yes, it is. And with that, I'll then kind of touch the holy symbol I have, and I will cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Alrighty. So you launch your Eldritch Blasts. 2 of them hit as it kind of turns and looks at you. And you hear not a voice out loud, but a voice in your head, Noxus, that says,
Because that's always nice.
yeah, just a voice in your head that says, a servant of Bahamut. Perhaps you will die first. As you cast Shield of Faith on yourself, so your AC goes up 2.
21.
You'd like to move.
You know what? Yeah. I will go. Fuck it. I'll go there. Walk right up to it and be like, fuck you! And I will,
Summon your
make,
spear.
Yep. And I just get up there and I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker!
As you get closer to it, you look as the radiant blade appears at the end. It almost looks like bigger and more vibrant as you remember that your blade does an extra D8 damage to fiends and undead.
Yeah, fuck off.
And I'm straight.
Tharn. What's the matter, Tharn?
Oh, nothing. He just moved to the absolute wrong place. That's all. Because everyone has to be within 5 feet of me to cast Word of Recall.
Oh. I was told move to the group. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you guys aren't telepathic. You can't,
Yeah.
part of D&D.
Yeah.
I wanted to grab that spell, but no, it was a bad idea. No.
Give me a minute, because now I have to change things.
Yeah. I understand.
Sorry.
Your plans changed.
Yeah, we are the clump here.
Two, three, four, five. There's
It's
6 of us,
impossible
right?
for all of us to get within 5 feet of you.
It is now.
At least while they're around you, because we can't fill their space.
No, we can still fit like 2 groups of 3. There and there.
Okay, wait.
Yeah. Corners count.
That's true. Corners.
Diagonals count.
Do I have that much?
Weird math on square maps.
Stupid math.
Oh.
I
I
couldn't
see
get
what
that
it
How
far.
high
to
up
go
are these guys?
dash
How
it.
high up are these guys flying?
60 feet. They they used their fly to go straight up.
Oh, Bureau would have still been 10 feet, and so would. What's her name? Renata.
Oh, we also have an extra person again.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I don't think he gives a shit.
Fair enough.
Darnay's not bringing him.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think
I'll
Thorn
totally.
cares.
I'll save that bird. No worries.
Yeah, no, we can't do it now. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm
No, it's
No,
all
you're
right.
good.
doing
Sorry,
a lot of
messed you up,
math
I'm
and stuff
sorry.
right now.
Gives me time to figure my shit out.
You are up next, so. Shango.
All right. Range of the sucker.
Well, let's start with this. Going to cast a level 1 healing word on myself.
Okay. 7 points of healing.
Yeah. And I'm going to provoke 2 opportunity attacks.
Okay.
So you can roll those.
26
Hits.
and 23
Hits.
for 5 and 4. So 9 total.
All right. And
Oh shit.
what?
My bad. I just realized something. You're emitting light, aren't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
they couldn't get
They
that
can
close to
only-
you.
Yeah, they can only shadow jaunt into darkness.
Yeah, they
Oh.
can.
Ooh.
I
So they never would have been able to hit me to begin with.
That's true.
Get wrecked.
Bam!
It's alright, we're all friends. It's okay.
Would they have been able to? Because they were from over here.
I just pointed on my screen, not realizing that no one else but me can see that. Maybe I shouldn't have more wine.
Yes, you absolutely should.
I
You
like
absolutely
Drunk
should.
Shango. Drunk Shango's the best.
Here's what we're gonna do. Where were you planning on moving to?
Well, if I have 30 feet of movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Basically, I need everybody to move back into the gold pile, actually.
All right, because
You
here's what I'm
got
going to
us.
say. Do you remember how much damage they did to you on the attacks?
Yeah, I know that
Twenty-
I started off at 47 HP before they
Alright.
attacked
Yeah,
me.
So
it was like
we'll
23 or
say
so,
they
I think.
used. So we'll say you get that health back because they didn't actually make those attacks against you. Okay.
All right.
They used their movement and their actions to just regularly move up to you,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll take the attack of opportunity damage, but you'll get your health back from the 8 attacks that they did to you earlier.
Okay.
Sorry about
Gosh.
that. I completely fucked up. That's my bad.
Excuse me.
All right. Well, then in that case,
You mean managing combat for like 30 creatures?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Ah, come
sorry,
on.
How
guys.
dare?
You sure you wanna add some more in there?
Bill just wants to
Take-
roll those sweet, sweet dice. And he just goes, "Oh, you're gonna attack by everybody at once."
Let's be honest. He just wants to roll a handmade.
No.
when does Bureau goes right after me, right?
No, Bureau goes acts first.
Okay.
He was the first
It's-
to act.
It's Renata and the Stone Goat.
Django's gonna
who are
go right
last.
after you, and then you also have to get Renata. Strats hasn't gone yet, and there's some other Earth Golem or the Earth Elemental hasn't gone yet, and some other of the Hobgoblins haven't gone yet. Excuse me.
Give me just 1 second. I'm real sorry about this, everybody.
Alright.
You're good.
So good.
It's a fucked up situation, man. It's fine.
Good work.
I think I did it.
You did it?
I did it.
You did it. What did you do?
Think so.
I did it.
I'm just double checking.
I'm just trying to help you out by having that up.
Just making sure.
Just
Yeah.
trying to help.
Oh. Yeah.
I think I'm 10 away as well.
This is
Yeah.
a terrible idea.
I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
I'm going to hold an action and tell everybody to get to me.
Okay.
And my thing is when my party members. Oh, wait, hold on. Here.
Okay.
Fuck, no, that's not going to work either. God damn it.
Also remember that we've seen at least one person counterspell.
I know, that's what
Mhm.
I've been doing.
Yeah.
Has this guy gone yet?
Which guy? Sorry.
Yeah,
this
Van
guy.
Dreg.
He has.
He's
He
summoned
has.
the devil.
Asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of you guys have counterspell?
I do, but I don't have any spell slots.
I do.
There it is. And you've seen him use
Okay.
it.
Then in that case, yeah, that is my 30 feet of movement, and I'm holding an action.
To cast
Hmm.
Word of Recall
Yeah,
when all your buddies are like within 5 feet of you.
yes.
Okay. Shango.
Quick question, Bill, mechanically.
Yes.
holding an action, does that also burn your reaction, or do you still have your reaction?
Yes, because it takes your
What-
reaction to initiate
Activate the
use it.
action.
to activate your held action. Yes,
Yeah.
Got it.
it's one of
Yep.
the drawbacks of.
So yeah. I think you use your reaction once you trigger the action, right? So you could technically
Yes.
decide up until then to drop your hold action and use
And
your
do
reaction for
something
something
with your
else.
reaction. Yes.
Yeah, but that would drop the hold action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if somebody, who said they had counterspell?
Biero.
Yeah.
Fiero? Yeah, basically just get to me, and if that guy counterspell is counterspell.
Yep.
We're not playing
Got it.
Magic the Gathering, guys.
Hey, it's
Your
totally
blue
like
deck ready, Biero?
This is
Technically,
yeah.
reverse your counterspell.
gotta
on
know how the
counterspell,
stack
so-
works.
I love my interrupts.
Anyway, Shango, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I think the best I can do, since they're all really close. Yeah. I think the best I can do is I'll pull out the Staff of Frost and slam it on the ground and yell out, "Be gone!" and cast Wall of Ice.
Ooh.
Coming up.
The wall of ice.
Plop. 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 Plop.
Ooh.
Plop. Like this.
Like that.
Good move.
Nice.
Yep. So then that should.
Remind me what that does.
1 second.
Does that devil have to make a
Yes.
save or something?
The devil have makes a save and gets pushed to one side.
What kind of save?
Sorry, I'm trying to see if it's in the. There it is. No, make it go in the chat. How do I make it go in the
I
chat?
think it's an unbeatable save.
No. Um.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity
Thank you.
save. All right.
How can I?
Is that against
If
the
that's Wall of
staff's
Ice.
DC or yours?
Yeah. I don't have a DC for the staff, I believe.
So it
I
must
think
be
it's
your
my
DC.
own.
Because
Yeah,
he has a +7 to his dex save, so he rolled a 16.
That's a fail.
All right. So what happens?
So he takes. I
He's
just saw
pushed
it.
to one side and takes 10d6 cold damage.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So he's pushed to
To
one
the
side and takes 10d6 cold damage.
10d6. Plop.
38. Righty. He does not take as much damage as you think he should have from that
I think
spell.
you should.
Yeah, as he is. It appears he is resistant to cold damage. So half
Alright.
of 38 would be.
19?
19.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Thanks for the help there, guys.
All right, so you crack the staff on the ground, and all these pillars of ice come shooting up out of the sand, kind of cutting you and your party off from the rest of the. How high does the? How high does
I can't see it in the description.
10
It
feet.
says.
Create a
it's
wall of
10
ice.
10-foot square panels.
So they go up by
Oh,
10 feet.
Okay, so it's 10 foot tall then. Okay.
All right, 10 foot tall. All right, cool.
Yeah. And it says in here AC 12, 30 hit
30 hit
points
points,
per
yeah.
panel, per 10-foot panel. Okay, and then with my bonus action, I'm gonna go check my greater potion of health, which I believe is 4d4 plus 4? Question mark?
Yes.
Creature
Greater
moving
healing is
through
44
the
plus
sheet of frigid air. Oh, so if they destroy it and try to move through that frigid air, they also take damage. Okay.
Mhm.
Yep. If you destroy it, yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll check my greater health potion for 14 HP, and since
There
I'm
you
right
go.
next to Thorn, I think I'm happy staying here.
Alrighty. Does that end your turn, Shango?
Yes.
All right. That brings us to Strats, and he goes, "Holy shit, this is really fucked up."
Oh, right,
I
that's
recognize that
Stratnex.
reference now.
Oh, that's Strat next to me, right? Not a
Yeah,
hobgoblin.
Strats is right next to you.
Come to
And he
daddy.
says, "Oh,
Cool. I'm gonna walk to the other side then. In that case.
which one of you looks the most fucked up?"
I'm at 72. 72 out of 100.
I'm at 57
Six.
out of 120 something.
I'm at 43.
Sounds like I'm the most fucked up with 39.
All right.
Help Tharn.
He turns and looks at you, Tharn, and says, "Really appreciate you, not letting me die." And he throws a healing word at you. His last second level spell slot. Wow, sorry, he did not roll great. For 5 points of healing.
Yeah. I also completely forgot because it's never come up, but I had 2 greater potions. I didn't need to do the which would have been better than my
Your healing word, yeah.
my level 1 healing word.
Hey,
Yeah.
no one's perfect. He is then going to
Take 2 attacks of opportunity and get closer to us?
Yes.
Well, first, he's going to turn to this iron shadow right here and say, "Ugh, the whole black outfit walking through the darkness and everything, it's very, I'm just not feeling it. I don't know. Emitting smoke and everything.
As you think
Yeah, the dark armors are not as slimming as you think they are. Just not. And he uses his taunt
You
ability.
can't hide love shadows. You can't hide love handles with shadows.
She fails.
Nice.
She
Oh
kind
my
of
god.
looks down at her midsection and like tugs on her shirt, and he's going to attempt to move away.
Some people
here.
muffin top. You are exploding out of your Pillsbury can.
So she has disadvantage on all attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws until the end of his next turn. And he's going to move over to the youth Tharn and say, "You have a plan to get us out of here, yes?"
Of course.
Oh, you are amazing, my friend. That's going to end Strat's turn.
That's fucking amazing.
Okay. Shango, you kind of fucked up my plans here, my friend.
Yeah.
Good.
That's
Good.
a very
Thank
good-
you.
Get
Shango's
wrecked.
the goodest
I think I
boy
did.
right now.
I have 10 10-foot panels, right?
Yes.
Can I stack them up on top? I don't know.
No.
I was just saying if I can do like a second panel on top of the first one or something like that, because I technically have one left over. Whatever. It is what it is.
These hobgoblin captains are going to move up to the wall and they're going to try and bust through it.
They're gonna try and fuck off. Is that what they're gonna do? They're gonna fuck off and
Hits
leave.
with his first attack.
AC 12,
AC 12.
30 hit points.
Yeah.
30 hit points per 10-foot section.
Yep.
Hey, stop scratching.
There you go.
Stop scratching.
What's there to hit and stuff? Yes. Hits on the first one. For 9 damage on that section. The other guy hits on the second one for 13 damage. All right, so you can sort of see through the ice. A couple of bigger figures move up to the sections of ice wall, and you hear crashes as it appears they are trying to attack it.
You shall not pass!
That brings us to
Not past you shall.
Not pass, you
little
shall.
guys.
Fools fly.
Oh, forgot about this guy.
Ta-ting, ting, ta-ting, tink.
Hits.
Does anyone know if there's a video?
Can
on
we
YouTube
see
of
them
Laura
moving up
Valley's
and attacking
scream?
the wall? Like,
You can see vague shapes through there. Yeah.
all right, cool. So we know that they're trying to come through the wall. It's not just like we hear a
Oh, yeah.
cling, cling, cling on the other side.
No, like it's like they're full on swinging at it with like steel
Okay.
swords and shit. Like you can hear them impacting it, and it's only 10 feet high, so you can hear the noise coming from the other side. And you can vaguely kind of see like through that warbled glass, like a shower door glass almost kind of.
Sort of like the silhouette of like them being like. "Blah!
Yeah, exactly.
Blah!" Cool.
Okay. And then okay. Can I? Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, let's just go back to this. God dang it, that's not what I wanted to do either. Give me there we go. So I'm gonna make it this color. All right, that one section shatters open, and all those guys around it have to make con saves, right? As they break it, the cold, or is it as they move through it?
If they move through it.
Oh, okay, well they don't have the movement to move through it, so it just shatters. Right there. The bunch of them we're all just like frantically trying to crash through it, and that section breaks and shatters. Renata.
Okay. Well then. Given people are gathering around Tharn, she pretty much knows what that is, so she is going to try to give Biaro an opening to run easily too and wail on this one before running.
Okay.
1, 2.
The 26 hits.
And 4.
All right, so those are all against one?
Yeah, the one next to Biaro.
All right, the one next to Bureau. So all but the natural one hit.
Okay.
18, 16, 15. So 31, 49.
49 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
No, yeah, okay, go.
All right. So you just start unleashing a torrent of blades on this thing, and as you connect with 3 of them, leave these 3 big gashes. It kind of stands there wavering for a second, and then drops to one knee and falls to the ground as it slowly bleeds out.
Was this Fatty or Fatty's friend? Oh, it was Fatty.
That was Fatty. Yeah.
Nice.
Fatty. What did I miss?
Then I'm gonna basically get over to Tharn and leave space for Biaro. Biaro, come!
All right, that one still has an attack.
Here, Biaro.
That's not what I meant!
Here, Biaro.
Who's a big handsome man? That's actually how I talk to my dog. So
that other one, that one actually does still have an attack of opportunity.
That's fair.
So Natural 20.
There.
Really?
Really?
Roll the 1 on the damage. It's 5 points of 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
So sad. Okay.
Man.
Whoa.
All right.
Oh,
That ends your
well.
turn, Renata.
Yep.
Your Earth Elemental.
Yeah.
Go.
Basically, what I want it to do is I want it to I say, kill everything in sight, because basically we're leaving. So I say kill everything in sight.
All right. Well,
I tell it to come back into the cavern.
well, you'd
and
have to
kill
like
everything
give
in
it
sight.
instructions, and you can't really give it instructions from the other side of the ice wall. So it's just going to follow the last instructions you said, which was essentially stand there and protect us against aggressors. It recognizes that there's aggressors.
Okay.
So it is going to sink beneath the water into the earth, an earth glide,
Yes.
and it has just
Noise.
enough movement
To get
to
that
get to
fucker.
here.
Fuck
To
'em all.
Varric.
Fuck 'em all. Fuck 'em
And
all.
I will
Wait.
let you do the honors. It's going to make 2 slam attacks against him.
Is it Varric or Vendrak or
Vendrag.
Vendrag?
Vandrick. Sorry.
Vendrick.
Vandrick. So it is a d20 plus 8.
I think I was trying to become friends with him.
Are you really, though?
Were you
For
really?
like a hot second.
So
Were you really?
here's the first
should die.
one. Here's the
Hits.
second one. Now,
Hits.
I have a question.
Yeah.
They both hit regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did they know that he was there? Would he get some kind of advantage
No,
for a
he's not getting
surprise?
some sort of surprise.
Just wanted to ask.
Nope. But you hit on both of them, so go ahead and roll damage.
And that is 2d8 plus 5. Nope, wrong window. And that's the first damage. Here's the second.
10 and 13. So a total of 23. Okay. And he has to make a couple of concentration checks.
Yes.
Ooh.
Succeeds on the first one. Uh-oh. Oh, nope, we're good. Succeeds on the second one. Just enough.
Just enough.
Just enough.
Sadness.
But he turns around and that ends the Earth Elemental's turn. Bureau.
Okay, I'm gonna move, but before I do, I'd like to try one more fireball right there.
Yes.
Right there.
Yep.
Okay.
So hopefully getting all these guys right here.
All right. It has not gotten back to their turns yet, so they don't have any counter spells.
Yes.
And the Vandrick
Well, the one didn't counterspell, but
no, the 2 flying ones both counterspell.
because
no,
he
the
didn't
one
have that
didn't.
fairy
Yeah.
fire.
This guy.
The one didn't.
Hello?
Mhm.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh no, you guys went silent for like 2 minutes. I couldn't hear any.
No.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Hey, we can hear you now. So
If I can see him, then I'd like take a step back to try to get out of line of sight and behind the wall.
you can certainly What are you gonna do?
Wait,
Just to move there so he can't see me.
Well, he's 60 feet in the air.
No. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's 5 feet around me, dude. You have to step in one more.
No, I'm casting
me,
fireball
Rich.
first.
Oh,
For something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, he was trying to do something else. Yeah.
again, didn't hear anything for 2 minutes.
I know.
So I have no
That's
idea
why
what's
we're
going
letting-
on.
that's why we're letting you know.
And all I see is a trash can in your spot, so a dumpster fire.
Yeah. I got 2 cams going.
I have 5.
Yeah. If he sees you doing that, which he does, he's gonna counterspell your fireball.
Fine. Okay.
Sorry,
And,
buddy.
No, that's actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll move
Yeah, so now
over.
none of them can counterspell us when we.
Hopefully. Shh.
Well, Tharn was holding his action, so
Hmm.
as soon as everybody's in range.
All right, so then you use your anything else on your turn, Bureau?
Nope, just GTFO.
All right, so you step up next to Tharn.
As soon as he does, word of recall.
Alrighty.
And
Now,
as
how
we
many-
leave, I just hold up my middle finger to all of them, like, "Fuck you, motherfuckers!"
Hold on.
How many people can you take with word of recall,
I can take 5.
including yourself?
Yep.
So 6 total, including yourself.
Rip up that character sheet again, motherfucker.
Oh no.
We
So-
can
Does
throw
the
some
party
residuum
want
your
me
way.
to burn 100 gold of residuum to take them with us or not?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I'm leaving it up to you guys.
Yes.
I'm cool.
I
with
got
that.
another week of this and 2 weeks of this, and then yeah. So it's your
Yeah.
call.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Fine with
Bring him
that.
back.
All right, fine. Burn 100
All right.
residuum.
So you're gonna
So
burn
we
100 residuum.
Yeah.
So we have 200 residuum left.
200.
200 gold residuum left. Yeah, because he did it the first time. When we
Mhm.
got when we went
No,
to
I
place.
didn't actually.
No.
Oh, so
And
3.
so Tharn, you cast word of recall.
Yep.
All right, so you cast Word of Recall. As you grip your holy symbol, mutter the words under your breath, hold the residuum in your hand, which shatters and blows away in the wind and dust. And there's a flash of light as you all blink out and appear.
It fucking
Please
worked.
somebody. Please somebody atoms are around.
Yeah,
Fucking worked.
Somebody.
I want you guys to know I worked out the Pythagorean theorem distance for every single one of those flying wizards. I even got Bill
Nice.
to admit 3 different times that the other guy could not see us through the ice wall.
That's good.
As you all kind of are closing your eyes and then open them again, looking around the setting, you are no longer in the cave, the darkened cave. There is a bright midday sun above you. You hear the sounds of a gentle babbling stream.
I'm still holding a dragon's horn in my hand.
And like
Yeah.
3 ends come up and like,
Middle
oh,
fingers
no,
up.
we thought this was our place
And
again.
none of you guys, we ran into that group were like, I used my action to pick up an armful of gold that was on the ground.
I thought we were putting that away.
Well,
as
no,
we're-
no. While you were doing all that with the
You guys
dragon,
collected the
Yeah.
magic
I
items.
I was rage looting.
You were rage looting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I was
didn't hear
rage
you
Actually,
say
looting.
rage
that.
looting.
Well, it must
Yeah,
have
we were
been
going
like
through the magic items and the gold and stuff. That's
All
all.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll a rage loot check. roll just
Roll
as an
for rage
athletics
looting.
check.
Oh, athletics check. Okay.
Yeah,
I
roll
can
an
do that.
I can help you with that one. But...
Athletics.
that it's-
Here we go.
I love that it's athletics for rage looting.
22. So I will say, well, you haven't had a chance to sit down and count how much you got. You weren't really counting as you were putting it in. You were just like throwing it into the bag of holding.
Hell yeah.
the definition of rage looting.
All I saw was money. Give me the money.
As you guys appear next to this gentle stream at Tharn's kind of homemade temple and shrine to the Wild Mother.
Surrounded by 7 Ettins.
Yeah, I was wondering about like the Ettins. Like, oh no, he's back.
As you look around, you see them just running into the distance. Yeah, they're
Hey,
just like,
guys.
fuck it, we're sorry, we didn't mean. We were just keeping it. We were just looking after it for you.
Just gonna watch that, relax,
you're-
take a knee.
As you see several Ettins running off into the tall grass. You look around, realizing that you are alive. You survived, and are in apparently no danger at the moment.
Did we just really survive that? Did we really
Like
survive that?
tackle
Exciting that
hard
was.
into the biggest hug.
Exciting that was.
And I don't care how many times he hits me with his stick, I'm gonna hug him for 2 minutes straight.
Those
You
hobgoblins
just
are
you
not
just
gonna
feel
be...
one clawed hand on your back, just going there.
Just like,
I hug Tharn. I see him hug Tharn. I say, "Groove fucking hug," and I join it.
Those hobgoblins are gonna be
Woo!
No more accent. We don't need to do this.
Pissed.
Well,
Pissed
well
they
done,
might
everyone.
be.
Well done.
Pissed they might be, but far away they are. Invincible we are together.
Oh, that was close.
They're
I
still
shall
fighting
not
an earth
jinx it,
elemental at the
please.
moment.
I pray you do
They
not
get
jinx it right now. We still
Wait,
need us
I
to
would
get
greatly
back to Amon.
if we don't do that again.
I agree. Hey,
Yes.
Renata, can I have the jug, please?
Oh, yes.
It's a mayonnaise.
It's empty.
And
Why would you like mayonnaise? No.
I take the jug and I say, ale.
We used it all today.
Oh,
We did.
Yeah.
We did season.
Do I get any more?
No, it does
Wine.
not produce
There's
any
wine.
Well, then I toss it and I pull out a flask.
more.
It's
You
empty.
toss it.
No, I give it back. I give it back.
no.
Give it back.
No, we need that.
Okay, whatever alcohol I have on me.
Do you have any alcohol on you?
I'm pretty sure I would have had at least some little.
You
I
know
mean, I
who?
don't
You know who
remember
does?
whatever.
Daddy's always got a little bit of a hooch
He's
with him.
got to get something.
I grab it.
I'm just gonna drop
and I
down
just-
and then fall backwards and just stare up at the sky for a bit.
Like,
I walk
I-
over to the shrine of the Wild Mother and make sure everything's in order, and then drop to my knees and mutter a prayer.
Yeah,
I
It
lay down
appears-
next to Renata.
it appears to be undisturbed.
So with that alcohol, I kind of sit there and go, "This is for you, Spiky, the Earth Elemental," and I'll pour one out.
motherfucker, that is good elven wine.
Motherfucker, it's for Earthy! It's for Earthy Spiky! He fucking sacrificed
Spiky.
himself!
Terrible at naming things, and you poured out good wine.
He fucking sacrificed himself, you dick!
I mean, you kind of sacrificed him, but I'm okay with it.
I
Yes.
know, don't make me feel any worse than I do.
No. Even you did, Noxus.
counseling. I am a full-service medical care provider.
I need counseling, Tar.
With Blue Cross and Blue Shell, we can take care of all your.
Just
Strats,
hands on her face,
looks
motherfucker.
around and says, "Oh, this is really nice. I
It is.
owe you so much. You are.
You do indeed.
I am eternally in your debt for freeing me from that tyrannical lizard. You have no idea. It made me play the same song over and over and over again."
What was the song?
Yeah, what song was it?
No,
Three dragons.
that's what he is now.
Might you play it for us, please?
I hand him my
he
old lute.
lifts up his guitar that you destroyed, Shango, and says, "I would."
I hand him my
let him-
old lute.
yeah.
He's got two. He's got a backup.
Backup. Always bring a backup loot.
Here's my backup loot.
Yeah, professional players don't tune their guitar in between songs. They always swap those suckers out.
Yeah,
from
that's
Bureau
what I-
does.
yeah, that's
You
what I
goddamn
do.
Professional.
Yup, that is so true.
I lie. I totally tune, but I don't change strings. I can't change strings.
He goes, "This is not exactly like my instrument, but I can give it a shot."
He's also not proficient in performance.
He is very much proficient in performance.
I would hope so. The dragon won't keep him otherwise.
Yo, he better not try and steal our shit. I'll kill him.
As he plays for you.
Are you actually gonna play us a song?
No, but I'm gonna post it for you so you can.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ever something.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh, you posted in there. Okay.
Yep.
I was like, why do I hear it but see nothing posted?
Suddenly it's smooth by Santana.
No, but he starts to weave this, beautiful like Spanish guitar kind. It sounds a little bit different because it's on a lute and not his instrument. But he says, "Hopefully, this is the last time I will have to play this for a very long time." But yes,
Please.
Yes.
As your debt, you will play that for the rest of your life.
No, for the love of God, Noxus.
I'm kidding. I'm
Can we
kidding.
give
I'm
this
kidding.
man a break? He's died today.
Yeah, he did die.
yes, but
You owe my friend a 300 gold diamond.
Yes.
I
Fike just shakes his head. Just say yes. Just say yes.
Sure, I will as soon as I am able to procure such a gem. It will be his.
Perhaps something more gettable at the moment. Master Stonesong, couldst thou mayhaps provide us with some information you may know?
I will happily tell you whatever it is I can that I know.
Didst thou knowest anything about the situation between the dragon and that orc?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that she visited on several occasions.
The plan of them, what was it?
The plan?
Yes.
From what I was able to glean, listening in, it would appear that the mage, her name was. Hold on, while I pull up my notes real quick. Her name, she was referred to as Kovrak.
Kovrak.
Yes, Kovrac. Kovrak.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Kovrak the Harsh.
Do any of us
That name
recognize that
sounds
name?
familiar, right? Yeah. No, out of character, that name sounds familiar. Like we've heard it before somewhere.
Not to me.
I don't know.
Yeah, last week when Bill said it's now Kovrak's turn.
Oh, probably that.
Yeah,
Probably.
you might have heard it there.
You might have heard it there, yeah.
I feel like I've heard it when we were going to war, but I could be wrong. It just sounds really familiar.
She apparently came from some hobgoblin nation in the south. Are we on Taldore at the moment? I'm not sure exactly where we are.
Soon
We are
enough, you
north
will
of
find out.
Amon.
We are north of Iman in the woods. I don't
So we
know the
are
name
on
of it quite
Taldore.
does.
Yes.
No, we're in the Feywild.
Oh, I've never
Darn,
been to
what
the
are all the
Feywild.
places?
I'm kidding. We're
Welcome.
still on Taldore.
Have you heard of a place called the Shadowfell?
Yes, I do not desire to go there at all.
Well, you're there.
Welcome.
This is not what I expected of the Shadowfell. I feel like you are fucking with me.
They're all
Just a
fucking
little
with
bit.
you.
Just
For
a
some,
little bit.
I'm the designated liar here, and yet I've only told the truth this session. This is bullshit.
Never I have said we are in the Shadowfell.
I'm beginning
Wait.
to get a headache from all this. Might we?
Wait.
Anyway,
What's the session?
she apparently came from some hobgoblin nation in the south of the continent. She worked for some emperor. She was there. Apparently, they had made some sort of alliance. Galadon. They would provide him with treasure and increase his hoard and holdings through this Gator fellow. And in return, he would answer their call when and if they ever decided to go to war.
Vendrek's motivations, of what nature are they?
Whose?
Vendrex, the mage, the hobgoblin mage.
A different
I don't know who that is.
Did they give any indication as to when or with who they plan to go to war with?
They never spoke of specifics in front of me. Or she would often come only to make sure that the arrangement that they had made was still intact, that the Galadon was being kept happy, which was mostly my job after I arrived there. They would not talk about such details with me around.
Do I feel like he's forthright with us, especially on the Vendrak thing, not knowing him?
Make an
Yeah.
insight check.
I'm curious.
I would. No, I can't. You can't assist in insight.
Um,
All the
And
insects.
everyone.
you feel like he's being forthright.
Okay, thanks.
You guys saved. You brought him back to life. He's out of danger. You guys have gotten him away from the dragon. You get the genuine sense that he, despite you all fucking with him, you get the
Hey,
genuine
hey, not
sense
all of us.
Yes, not all of us. Don't lump me in with these fuckheads.
despite the fact that the majority of you are fucking with him.
He
uh,
made his own conclusions. I just asked if he knows the Shadowfell.
he said, "Welcome to it." Like so.
No, he said
I said
welcome.
welcome.
I said welcome to it.
But you get the genuine sense that he is genuinely appreciative of you freeing him from his slave-like existence.
Well, you're welcome.
Is there anything else you learned that might be useful or prevent them from enacting disastrous plans?
Or would you be willing to tell all this to the council once we return?
I will be willing to tell this to whomever you to tell it to, especially if you get me safely to Iman.
That is where we're going. So yeah, you're coming with us.
Excellent. I will be happy to tell whomever you wish.
Noxus.
As
That
far
sounds
as other plans, this Kovrak would often appear in the guise of this other human woman. I was unfamiliar with them. It appeared that she was trying to infiltrate some sort of council. In
The
order
council.
to gain the council. I am not from Taldore, so I'm not familiar exactly with your governments and things like that nature.
Where are you from?
As I told you before when we were in the cave, I come from the sands of Marquette,
Oh, that's right. I totally
specifically on Corel.
forgot. Oh, nice.
Please.
Although I
Dude,
traveled all over that continent and traveled over a good portion of Wildmount and decided to give Taldore a try.
How's it treating you so far?
Not great, to be 100% honest with you. I'm not going to lie. Been pretty shitty so far. Granted,
Well,
I've only really seen the coast and that cave.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
I feel like I should still have a bit of an open mind.
Yes, most people are half decent here. They're not. Once you get past the dragons and the caves, everything seems to be just
Wait,
straight
did you
uphill
say-
from here on.
Did you say dragons, as in plural?
There were
No,
dragons.
Like caves. Like once you get past the caves and dragon, then the continent really opens up into like the sprawling landscape of decent people, not
Right.
good people.
For the
I
most part.
hope to enjoy it. I understand there is quite the dwarven civilization here. I believe it's called Craghammer. I'm hoping to visit.
Oh,
Most
right,
of the
yeah,
people
you're-
who live in these cities are
That way.
absolutely useless, unknowledgeable scum.
That's the thing.
Don't listen to him. Don't.
So
listen to
long
him.
as they
You're
enjoy music and enjoy paying coin for music, it bothers me not.
I'm sure they do. It's not like they enjoy actually giving thanks to the nature that birthed them. They get all caught up in their games and their doodads and their shiny coins, and they're listening to art.
Well, he talks about
Hey.
this. Could I get up, go over to that shrine, and just start praying? Like, please give me the strength.
I'll look at Tharn and be like, really, Tharn? What type of games and stuff do they do?
Well, from what I've seen, there are many games that they enjoy, and I start listing them.
Is this counting as a short rest, by the way?
You guys are. I will say where you are in the process of a short rest. As Strats continues to play, he's playing a song of rest for all of you as well.
Hooray.
Can I also play a
Peace.
song of rest?
You can. His song of rest is
Our
only
solo
is
duels.
only a D6 though. He
All
is not.
songs of rest are only a d6.
No, they go up as you level up. They do.
Yep. Goes up with
Oh.
your your
With your
inspiration.
inspiration die, it goes up.
Everybody
Please.
take 7 temporary hit points.
As he's gonna roll some his dice as well. But anyway, he heals himself back up. He goes, yes, it appeared that they some sort of subterfuge was going on. She was trying to infiltrate some council on orders from her emperor, whoever that is.
Yes, it appears that she is trying
Bless
to infiltrate
Thank
the Amon Council.
Oh,
So
shit.
it was-
Well, not anymore, hopefully.
That would suck.
Well, yes. So you are going to be a hero,
Hero.
and probably receive a lot of money from the council for bringing us to light. So
I am cool with that.
yes,
We're gonna
very
make
good.
you rich.
I am very cool with that. I like, as soon as you guys walked into that cave, I knew I liked you.
That is a lie.
That is not why would you I have been nothing but truthful. Come now.
That
Speaking
is
of-
a lie.
I was
Speaking of-
only
You liked us
I liked
like
you.
us you did by attacking us?
I never attacked you, sir.
Only verbally.
Us.
From over the shoulders.
Speaking of being rich, what were you guys able to pick up?
Oh,
We
yeah.
got a lot of things.
I open up the bag.
You open up the bag.
Yeah.
You pull out the treasure that you pulled out, or the magic items.
I kind of one at a time pull out the magic items and just go like, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this, and this, and a lot of money.
All right. As far as money goes, I believe you rolled a 22 on your athletics.
That is correct, sir.
All right. So you were able to grab, during the short rest and everything, you kind of sit down and figure out what you were able to grab. You were able to grab.
Tree fitty. Who get a dragon tree?
Goddamn rotten ass monster!
You weren't. I imagine you were concentrating on coin, Noxus.
Yeah, I mean, whatever wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I
Gems,
wasn't. I mean,
sapphires.
I grabbed as much. Like, if there were gems in front of me, I grabbed those. But if it was just, coin,
No
just
art.
whatever was. No art. Yeah, I wasn't looking for art. I was looking mainly for like gems and coin.
All right. So you were able to grab, after sitting down and all of you kind of figuring it out, it appears that you were able to grab 5,327 gold pieces.
5,327 gold pieces.
Yep.
Okay.
1,269 platinum pieces.
Nice.
It's a good. Yeah, it's a good ending number there.
Yeah, haha, you're all 12.
About 69 HP.
We are all Laura Baileys here.
And 27 sapphires worth, you would guess, probably 500 gold pieces each.
So 27 sapphires that are 500 gold pieces each.
Yeah. I'm sorry, 7 sapphires that are worth 500 gold pieces each.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was about to say that's a lot of fucking
27
sapphires.
27 was from the I was dyslexic reading that from the gold.
You were thinking about the 69. Don't lie.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was 5,327, 1,269, and 7 sapphires worth 500 gold pieces each.
Cool.
And you didn't bother grabbing any of the art objects, so.
Nope.
And then you had
all
those.
magic items and money. And
Yes.
gems, that's it.
With
and
the
the, and the
detect-
dragon parts.
and the dragon
And the
parts,
dragon
yes.
parts.
I hand someone the horn.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Thank you.
It's huge. It's like the size of.
Noxus.
No, not quite that big. Probably. Like if you were to set it on the ground, it would probably come up to like a little bit above Renata's waist.
If we share the top off, that can make the most glorious cod piece of all time. Just saying.
But if we sell it, we can make a lot of money.
Yeah,
But
that's
first,
true.
it shall be a good.
A good paperweight.
Maybe we should make it a trophy in the house.
It shall at least be a
That'd
good
be really-
trophy to inform the council that we have done what we said we would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to just.
Could I keep one of those scales? Just a palm-sized one?
Actually, I was going to request to
thought-
similarly. First dragon
Yeah,
roll.
Also, in looking at it, it looks, now that you have more time to like specifically count it out, it looks like you have about 130 pounds of dragon scales.
Oh,
Because I had said it was
gosh.
between 100 and 150, so
150.
it's
Yep.
130 exactly 130 pounds of dragon.
Someone please write that down in the chat.
Wait, 130
pounds of dragon scales.
Dragon scales.
An
Thank
adult
you
blue
very
dragon
much.
You
horn.
certainly do have a couple fireplaces at the house in Whitestone.
Sweet. Totally should put the horn I bought.
If we put it on like we set out a cheese plate, but the horn in the middle of it and all cheese is around it, and that's the best talking point. I think we can come up with.
So if you like my whole,
That
That
really
is a
becomes
fine
the focal
smoke
point of the room.
Yeah.
I actually, before I had put the scales in the bag, I had pulled one, and I had planned to do this before, and then we got attacked. But I walk over to Nox, and I give it to him and go, "Here, a symbol for your god that you have destroyed one of his opposers."
what is he giving me a scale or is he giving me a
Yeah,
horn?
he's giving
Scale.
you a
Scale.
one of the scales. Yeah.
I thank you. Darn.
Bahamut and his followers are dedicated to destroying all chromatic dragons. We did that today. I'm sure your god would be quite pleased with this as an offering. You should give it to him.
I will, and I will most certainly tell him of what you did, because without you, I'd be fucking dead. So thank you.
That's very true. I have saved you and everyone else.
For once,
And
he's not wrong.
Yes.
Yes.
And I
Thank you.
Today I
appreciate
killed a
it.
dragon, kept all of you alive, and got us out of that ridiculous situation.
Yes,
Yes.
you were the MVT. You were the most valuable turtle.
Yes.
Disagree with that. I cannot.
That I was.
Brett takes out journal,
I
starts writing
usually am.
MVT.
No, do not.
Like, is that a thing?
Well,
It is now.
while we sit around and wait and whatnot, I want to cast Identify on the staff that I grabbed from the orc mage. What was the name? Kovrek?
Yeah, the staff is just an arcane focus.
Just an arcane focus. Okay.
Would you like to identify the other magical items?
Yes, if I have some time, I'll continue on
You guys
those.
are taking a short rest, so I would say that you can cast it ritually.
Well, I would imagine that we're taking a short rest for the whole day until we get to the point where we take a long rest, because
yeah, I
I
imagine
can't
you
do
guys are
shit.
just kind of like hanging out for the day.
Yeah.
Is
It's
there
fine.
any
I would
magic
also
left to take
say-
us back to Amon? If not, then I suppose we
Yeah, I
are
would-
here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go take a bath in the river.
Do you have any
because the
5th level
wild mother
spells,
bird-
Bureau?
Yep, I can get us back to him on if we want to finish along there.
What time of day is it actually?
It's a little.
midday?
It's around noon. Yeah, it's around.
That would
Okay.
be most brilliant, Bureau.
Yes.
Then
What
I
I-
begin
What would I
to
do for return?
do what? Oh.
What?
I take out some chalks and I start drawing a circle, and bing bang boom, we're back at the keep.
Well, hold on.
Oh.
As
Why
he's
not?
as he's taking out his chalks and doing that, I look at everyone and go, "You return to Amon? Well, then I suppose this is where we part ways."
Wait,
Or
what?
you could
what?
come with us.
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't you come?
Well,
with us, then?
I am home. Well, I am back at my shrine now, and I know that you only needed my assistance with the mission that we just completed. I didn't imagine that you needed me any longer.
We want to keep your company, Tharn. You're a good friend.
Hmm.
And I need to learn about all the variants of all the things.
Yeah. All the things.
You said yourself you did save our lives. We are grateful
This
for
is
that.
true. I do not know if any of you would have survived without me.
And how good would it to be that you tell the council that you, solely you, saved every single one of us, which they are so indebted to, and go, see, you should worship the Wild Mother because that's what she did for me, and I'm the best.
I shoot a look at Fike, and my already normally wet eyes just sort of glisten a little bit, and I go, "That is a reason to return to civilization. Let us go.
Let us
This is the best reason I've ever heard to go back to that cesspool. Let us tarry not long."
You were to tell those people in their mockery of homes of cut stone and warped wood, you were
Fike.
to say, "Fuck you."
Yes.
You are
That is
absolutely
not the
correct.
lesson that must be. Oh,
And then we will go.
that's
They
my
have
work
much
cut out
to
for
learn
me.
from me. I shall go there and I shall inform them.
Fight, take inspiration.
I've gotten Thorn to do two things.
I will go up to Tharn and put my arm around him and be like, "It's gonna be a good day, buddy. We're gonna have some fun."
Looking back to the shrine, I am sorry I am failing you, Wild Mother.
A warm breeze kind of
Strut.
washes over you, Renata. And
I catch part of that warm breeze and go, "I know I am doing exactly what the Wild Mother wants
yes,
me to do."
that's of course what Tharn thinks.
Yeah.
And almost as if the wind whispers in your ear, Renata, you say, you hear a, you hear a, "Don't worry, my child."
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
Strut.
Oh, honey, no, you can't.
Yeah.
It's okay. It'd be
It's
okay.
like- You hear something about a Kobayashi Maru.
It was a
You
test
are
this whole
Jones, and
time.
I am the pestilence testing you.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And we teleport.
Please to tell Strut, what do you plan to do next?
So Bureau, you're taking your time because it takes a minute, I believe.
Mhm.
You start using your chalks. How many uses of your chalks do you have left, by the way?
I will have 3 left after that.
That's right, because you re-upped before you left for
Mhm.
right. Yeah, that's right. You re-upped before you left for the dragon.
Make sure we do that again.
So as he takes the minute, he looks at you, Shango. You asked him, right? He says, "Well, it appears we are going back to Amman. I am to present myself in front of this council to tell them tales of all of your bravery, and then apparently they are going to make me rich, which is going to be awesome, and then I will do what it is I do. I am Strat's Stonesong, world traveler and bard extraordinaire."
What is it you do besides getting captured?
Ouch.
He's a world traveler and bard
World
extraordinaire.
traveler.
He
and
just
bard
said that.
extraordinaire. I travel from place to place, bringing happiness to people through my music and stories.
Why aren't you
There's
so
no-
harsh to him, Shango?
A tendency of mine it is to be harsh to people that
That's true.
show no sympathy to us.
Listen, you are all extremely powerful, and I would not be
Indeed.
standing here if it was not for our portal friend over here. But then again, it was also you who slew me.
Indeed.
And I would like to think that someone as talented in the arcane and as traveled as you seem to be can recognize someone who is not acting of their own free will when you see them.
Kind of looks at Shango at that, like, knowingly.
Yeah.
Perhaps
look.
you have been fortunate enough in life to always be able to make your own decisions and act on your own moral code, but not all of us have been so lucky.
Ouch.
There's no answer, just a blank stare.
I apologize again if I offended you. I was only doing what I thought would keep me alive. And he kind of hangs his head a bit.
We understand.
Don't worry. Worst case scenario, I know a few places that you could perform and make a bit of coin, and possibly get you a new instrument that's more accompanying for you.
And for the time being, that one is yours.
That is not necessary. You finish your circle bureau as a column of light shoots up from the sand. As you all step through it, reappearing in. I'm assuming where are you going to?
The keep.
The keep.
Yep.
All right.
Oh right, we have a circle at the keep. I forgot about that.
Load another map, Bill. Another map.
Whee! Maps!
Yeah!
Go, go,
You're
go.
going to Grayskull.
Yes. Hopefully, there's not another demon there this time.
Ron, thank you so much for the resub!
Ha!
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yay, we survived, bitch.
You all appear in the library at the Grayskull Embassy.
I never get used to that.
That is really cool, I have to say. I mean, Tharn, yours was also really cool. But honestly, I've teleported twice as many times as I ever have in my life today.
That must be very nice for you.
And you've kept your lunch down.
It
which
really
is
was.
extra impressive, yeah.
Very nice for me, to be 100% honest. It was pretty great.
Now there are two Tharn and Biro doppelgangers in the dining hall, which means we need to kill them, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Motherfucker!
quite
perhaps we
useful
should-
teleportations are to travel the world. Maybe Biaro might be able to show you his ways, or Thorn.
I should let everyone know that we hath a guest. We know how it was when random people showed up last time. Gonna go out and talk to the the keep people.
Okay. Without too much trouble, you go out, let them know that you have a guest. Strats
Also that
is
we're back and it's
extremely-
actually us.
Yeah. Strats is extremely polite and charming. And he kind of charms the pants off of the staff a little bit as you guys relax and take a breath, as you guys have been out on a mission for a while now and dealing with all things.
I'll send a quick message to Seeker Assume, just letting him know we're back at Grayskull.
Tell him
Okay.
to meet us here. Tell him to meet us.
I was going to say, what do you say in your message?
We have returned. We're at the keep trying to tend to our wounds. If you'd like to join us at your convenience.
He tells you that he will be there shortly.
Okay.
I walk into the dining room and absorb the other Tharn into me.
I have an out of character question for Tharn. Is your shell removable? Can you remove your shell, or is it like?
No.
Oh, okay.
The
My
spine.
spine is my shell.
I know. I thought for some reason you said that you could shift out of it for some reason. Because I would be like, Blue Dragon Horn would be the coolest fucking shell in the world.
No, he's not a hermit crab. This is not.
But I want him to be, and that's my thing.
Maybe if I were a merfolk.
I'm gonna I'll gladly take a Stone Song into town, and I will buy him whatever he wants because he's had a bad day.
He's at
Wait,
a
you guys are going to town?
You going to town?
Fike is, yeah.
You're not waiting for Assume to show up?
Did Barrow say that Assume is showing up?
I would imagine so.
Yeah, I would have.
All right, then
Oh.
I'll wait. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say if he's walking into town, I'm going right behind him and walking into the council.
Strutting up.
Strats is like, these are pretty nice digs. I'm not going to lie. Is this your place?
No.
We're
It belongs
swapping.
to their friend Percy, who is not the halfling fella.
That is also correct.
Yes.
Hey,
This is-
as Lena has been bringing food and stuff, he's like, to be honest, I'm cool just chilling here for the rest of the day if that's okay with everyone else.
Don't
Sure.
worry.
As he
That's
drinks
what
an
we're doing.
ale and like takes a bite out of like a turkey leg and
Hey, so just
Lena, we did
one
miss
heed,
you.
one heed of warning, and I mean this for your own protection. Do not, and I mean do not, go in the basement.
I give you my word. I don't know why you're pointing your pinky at me.
Pinky swear.
I don't know what that is.
Wrap your pinky around my pinky.
It's getting weird, man.
Getting weird, but okay.
I don't think I have this in my book.
And so then like Noxus will look at him square in the eyes, like, if you break a pinky swear, it means death. Don't break it.
I told you
No,
I
let
was
go.
not going to do it. Okay.
I'm just
He
fucking
turns
with
to what another one of you. Is this like a dragonborn thing, or
I turn to Fike and I go, the mating rituals of you people are astoundingly interesting.
No, it's just the Dragonborns. That's not an elf ritual. That's just Dragonborn.
I wink at him.
Shango, are you identifying the rest of the magic items?
After his find familiar, apparently.
Yeah. If no
Oh,
one asked
sorry.
me if anyone asked me or stopped me, if not, right after I said the teleportation thing, I walked away and start casting Find Familiar.
Okay. Do you have the material components for that?
I
believe it's
think
like-
today.
Incense and
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me, guys.
That was a nice one. Do it again. We can bring it up. Discuss it.
Fudge.
Oh, by the way, after the money.
Yeah, I think I only
something-
bought.
sorry,
I was
what?
just saying, after the money was counted out, earn his share.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
You're right. I think I only bought
How do we
like
split
one
I mean,
amount, and I used it the first time around. So
Yeah, it'd be easy
Okay.
enough to find again, especially in a mod. So
Yeah.
you don't have it on you
if
at the
there's
moment.
if there's none around to keep, then I'll leave for the city to go grab it.
Okay. So Shango leaves. As the rest of you guys kind of hang out.
Darn.
Supplied with ale and food, home cooking.
I'm slowly eating a piece of fruit.
Yeah.
It begins.
Is there a way I could like stare at some of the items and study them and see if I can figure out what they do?
Do you have the identify spell?
I do not.
I mean, some of them. Make an Arcana check.
That is a sword of cold. This is saddle of riding. What is so hard about this? Arcana
Well,
is easy.
I mean, of the potions, one you've never seen before. The other one you recognize as a healing potion, though it looks a lot more potent than the ones you're familiar with.
Potent potables.
Yeah. The scroll is easy enough to figure out. It is a scroll of prismatic spray. The others, you don't know.
Okay.
I grab the book and I look at it. What's it look like?
It is a red leather tome with what appears to be a gold like relief attached to the front of it, which looks like the Da Vinci Man. You know that. like, sketch?
Thing
Yeah.
that's like this.
And it says the spine says Manual of Gainful Exercise.
Nice.
But there's a naked man on the cover, so obviously Fike wants it. So
You open it up and flip through some of the pages.
Like, this is a strange
no
smut
pictures of
novella.
naked- yeah, no more naked people, and it's just all words.
fucking garbage.
I kind of like hold it and like. I mean, does anybody want this? I kind of like it. I don't
All
know what
yours,
it
buddy.
does.
You don't know what it does.
Yep, perhaps we should figure out what it does first, but I assume
I
it
don't
is
know,
a
it looks
buck.
cool,
But if you enjoy that sort of literature, Noxus,
Well, I need to start reading shit, so because I need to be smart, because I'm about to lead a nation in politics.
You're
Fuck,
gonna be
I'm
doing a
talking.
lot more than leading with that book. I'm drunk.
Were you trying to
Already?
not be noticed leaving, Shane?
yeah, did you make it obvious?
No, no, I just walked away. Right, I'm just making fun of people. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So I mean,
You walked
they
away the first
probably
time.
would have noticed that you were walking towards the front of the keep, and probably would have heard the big doors opening and closing if no one wanted to stop you.
Shango!
Are you yelling that out as I'm leaving? Sorry, I was just giving people a hard time because they can't
No,
read
hell
it.
yeah,
They
hell
can pick
yeah,
out
I'm
what we
yelling.
have.
Hell yeah, I'm yelling.
I'll send a message back. Yes.
We have stuff that. Please stay.
I can't hear what you're saying. Like, I can't hear what you're saying. There was
Oh,
background noise.
I basically said, can you please stay? We have stuff we have to go over.
Of urgent need, that is.
A little bit.
Certainly. And I'll turn back around.
Alrighty. So you turn back around. You see them sitting in a common area with all the random shit splayed out on tables.
What is this urgency you're talking?
Well, for one, we need to know what we have before Soon gets here. And if it's anything we want to keep, we can keep it before he comes and potentially takes it, claiming it.
By the way, I'm keeping my eye out for Assume because he's too sneaky and I don't like
Fair.
Mike is
looking-
super watchful.
Just fucking just.
No, where the fuck you come from?
Make a
What is-
perception check.
You fuck. Where are you?
Fair.
No matter what, if it's not a natural 20, I'm using luck.
That's not bad.
I'm using luck.
Better.
24.
Okay, that's better.
I want to see the bookshelf that he fucking crawls out of. I know he's got a fucking tunnel in here. I know it. Is that
He
a
rolled
20?
a
Oh!
Yeah. That is a pretty die.
Thank you. My sister got it for me for Christmas.
Oh,
Um,
beautiful. Good sister.
You don't see him as of yet. Django, do you start identifying things?
Yeah.
All right.
This
Um,
implies Noxus, you presume a right to all of these we have?
I mean, yeah, we killed the dragon, and Assume said that if we get the stuff, we get the stuff. So, yeah. I mean, at least to the magic items. We could have fucking died.
Some of us did.
Well, one of the potions, Shango, is a potion of supreme healing.
Potion of Supreme Healing.
Yes.
Wow.
Alright. Okay. But it's like, I'll start with whatever looks the biggest and shiniest and mightiest.
Well, I mean, that could be a couple of things. There's a silver horn with sapphire jewels all over it. There is a fancy-looking rapier. Couple of potions. One of them is a potion of supreme healing. The other one you don't know
Yep.
yet. And a very fancy-looking saddle and that big leather tome that Nox was holding.
Did
I'll
we
start with the
manage
tome.
to make it away with the necklace?
Unless one of you was carrying it, no.
Yeah. I don't
I
think.
actually surfed
Any-
on it to get down the gold tower.
It was like one of those rolling balls that you have to like stand on and
I'll start with the tome.
All right. It is a manual, as you can read on the spine without having to cast anything on it. It is a manual of gainful exercise, and it is a magical book. This book describes fitness exercises, and its words are charged with magic. If you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer studying the book's contents and practicing its guidelines, your strength score increases by 2, as does your maximum for that. The manual then loses its magic, but regains it in a century.
And then next, rapier.
The rapier.
I'll just go down and you tell me when what's his
Okay.
face assume appears.
I will. This is a frost brand rapier. It's a +2 weapon. When you hit with an attack using this magic sword, the target takes an extra 1d6 cold damage. In addition, while you hold the sword, you have resistance to fire damage. In freezing temperatures, the blade sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. When you draw this weapon, you can extinguish all non-magical flames within 30 feet of you. This property can be used no more than once per hour. Requires attunement.
All right. I'll relay these to the party as I find it out,
Okay.
including the manual and the potion, right?
Yep.
Let me just make sure I got that. Okay, and then we got another potion, right?
Yeah, the other potion is a potion of flying. Gives the whoever imbibes the potion gains a fly speed of 60 feet for 1 hour.
Okay. And then I think the last thing was the saddle. Is that all?
Saddle and the horn.
Oh, okay. Let's do the saddle first.
The saddle is a saddle of the cavalier. Hold 1 second while I find it. Saddle of the cavalier. While in this saddle on a mount, you can't be dismounted against your will if you are conscious, and attack rolls against the mount have disadvantage.
that
Attacks
would
against
certainly be
mount have
good for
disadvantage.
Fike.
I'm gonna use it for weird sex stuff. We all know this.
Yes, we do.
I'll look at Cortanus and mouth. Please don't give it.
Well, I hath no use for it. I already know these techniques.
And then the horn.
The
Right.
horn, yes, is a silver horn of Valhalla. You can use an action to blow
Gotcha.
this horn. In response, warrior spirits from the plane of Isgard appear within 60 feet of you. These spirits use the berserker statistics from the monster manual. They return to Isgard after 1 hour or when they drop to 0 hit points. Once you use the horn, it can't be used again until 7 days have passed. This is a silver horn, so it has no requirement to be able to use it, but it will summon 2d4 plus 2 berserkers.
That would have been most useful in that fight.
It does not require attunement.
Shall be useful in the next fight. The last of these hobgoblins we have not seen, I believe.
No.
As that happens, Fike, you hear a voice from right behind you say, "I am here. You summoned me?"
No!
As Zoom is standing behind you, leaning up against the wall.
I
Do that.
Ah, the
point.
Seeker, I assume.
Give her a bow.
Yes,
Ah.
that is hilarious. I've never actually heard that joke before.
You wouldn't have heard it from Thorn either. I just said it in Thorn voice.
I know.
I point to
So,
the
you
horn.
are all alive, and he kind of looks you all up and down, mostly.
Barely.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Emphasis on mostly.
And I can safely say that the dragon is confirmed and dealt with.
So
as
it
I
was a
point to the bottom
dragon.
of the scales.
I pick up the horn and I roll it across the table to him.
As he goes across the table, he just kind of stops it and says, "All of you continue to impress me day by day."
I would imagine.
There is more.
Oh,
The what's the word? Contestant for the councilman. Sorry, player's naming on the Etzel appears to have been in person. That
you
one.
yes, Biero, you mentioned something about that in your one of your messages. I know you are constricted during those. Would you all care to be a bit more elaborate?
Of
She is
course.
also
Do you
dealt
remember how there were multiple people trying to make it onto the council? That decision just got one easier.
Thank you, Thon.
Etzel Tayakapan
Piero, if you might.
actually was just a disguise, and she was actually an orc serving the Iron Authority, and she was there with the dragon as we dealt with them both.
You saw this.
We saw her appear as Etzel Tayakapan and reveal her true form as an orc.
And we have
This
another
man-
witness to this sort of.
Yes, this man can attest to the connection to the Iron Authority. And I point to Strut.
He's like he has a mug of ale and is pulling a turkey leg away from his mouth as you point to him. He's like, exactly. They are. Everything they say is absolutely as they say it is.
He was a captive of the dragon and was privy to multiple, to what he said, but very limited conversations, but privy to an audience in front of the dragon. So is a vast wealth of knowledge right now.
Yes, vast. Well, I mean, I feel like they're talking me up a bit much, but I'll take it. Yes, dragon, very bad. And this mage talked often about this council of Taldore. Assume says, I believe you and I can have quite a long conversation, probably several conversations about what information you were able to glean. He says, as he kind of looks at him and says, yes, my name is Strat Stonesong, world traveler and bard extraordinaire, at your service. And he gives a slight little bow as some turkey meat falls out of his beard onto a plate.
Master Song said that the mage was called Kovrak the Harsh. Is this a name that you aren't familiar with, Zika?
You watch as he kind of scratches his chin a little bit and says, not off the top of my head, though I will have to reach out to some agents we have.
Well, while you do inquire, you might also about a commander named Windrak in the ranks of the Hobgoblins.
We were not able to slay them all.
It's disconcerting. We have, it is not often that hobgoblins operating under the Iron Authority, at the very least, operate this far north.
They seem to have been making this was just one among other alliances they were working on to prepare for a war. The target not officially confirmed, but
The
Given
Iron
that
Authority is always preparing for war.
True.
Well, that's what your civilizations do. You build, you procreate, and then you war with each other. Then you rebuild, you reprocreate, and you war with each other.
Yes.
I mean, he's not
True.
wrong. Though some of us, Master Thon, work to, at least for certain time periods, alter this circular cycle.
Well, that's good. Any cycle that's circular is, well, clearly a cycle, because that's how circles.
Yeah.
But if they were taking the steps to infiltrate the council itself, that seems concerning.
Yes. Very much so.
Are we still fish?
That's up to Shango.
Yeah, if as I was just saying, I technically never said it, but if you let me, I dropped it after the dragon fight.
That's up to you.
Yeah, I did drop it then after we finished up with the dragon.
Okay.
Dragon
no more
got killed by
Noonsa.
a bunch of fucking fish and a turtle.
He says, indeed, something we shall have to look into. Seems these days, Bureau, all the news you bring me is of dire sort.
Well, you don't often send me to parties.
That's not true. I've sent you to plenty parties.
Wait a minute. Bureau, you work for Assume?
I thought you gathered that from what I told you before.
You mean the time you said you worked for Assume?
Yeah, that's the
Yep.
time.
Wait,
Where?
where was I when this happened?
Standing right next to me.
Listening to what I was saying, I thought.
I am so sorry. Tharn, I need healing. My brain hurts.
I'm out of spells.
I have plenty of spells.
Actually,
I can
wait.
heal now.
I cast Lesser Restoration at 3rd level.
There you
You
go.
suddenly see a flashback in your mind, Noxus, of Bureau saying straight to your face, I work for Assume.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Uh,
So sorry.
oh,
It's been a long day.
are you
That's true.
argue with the
Been a
news we
long
brought?
day. That doesn't
I
work.
knew
Been a
before you
long
all
day.
did.
No, it doesn't work.
Not really, though.
Argue with the news we brought from the north and General Daxio were not that dire.
Fair enough.
In fact, we
There's-
fixed that entire situation so it did not turn dire.
Oh, maybe 1 in 3, not
Why
so
is
dire.
everything so dire?
Not as of yet, Master Thon, but I
Glass half
like
full of
to
shit?
look
Is that the correct term for this?
Not full.
A man
Very
in my
good.
position is not very good at this position if he looks at the world as glass half full. Some
So you
people
look
call
at it as a full glass.
What about a broken glass?
Hopefully not full of
That's
shit or poison in this
slightly
case.
more accurate, Noxus.
Or an empty glass.
Feel like we're
A
all-
half
Yeah.
a half empty broken glass, I would think.
Half empty, half full. We can all at least admit that it's not full.
And broken.
Right.
Well, yes, that's exactly what half means.
Just pulled out her book and started scratching out things from before and redoing them and putting lists of things.
Technically, it's half full of.
Anyway,
Fervently
This idiom
writing
gets
and
more difficult
what
every
is
time I hear it.
full-
What can you tell me about the numbers? How many of these hobgoblins? What of their ranks? Were there Iron Shadow there? Were there Devastators?
Well, I can tell you many things, and I start listing them.
oh boy.
So I think in the
Good.
message I'd sent him before, I did tell him that there were Iron Shadows there.
Okay. Yes,
but,
I guess he's got. I guess I mean you don't have to go into it full RP way. You can just be
Yeah.
like, I fill him in on exactly all the
Yeah.
intel that we have.
Yeah,
Whatever we
I tell
know.
him everything.
Strats sits there and tells him everything that he's told you. He also informs them, and you guys all hear this for the first time, some of it for the first time, but he informs you of the several meetings that Galadon had with Kovrak, that excuse me, that apparently this wasn't the only similar operation that was going on. There were other entities that they were doing this with. That Kovrak seemed to be, you know, not just this, but was like an envoy or a handler, not a handler. What's the word I'm looking for? A liaison
Hmm.
between the dragon and the emperor, while at the same time trying to infiltrate the council.
Wait. So just to clarify, are you saying Kofrag was one of many people that Galadin worked with?
No, it was
Or
Kovrak was the only, other than Gator, was the only one that would, on a regular basis, show up to the cave to interact with
yeah, but
Galadon.
okay.
So you're saying that
Um,
there are other entities, like other dragons or something like that, that other groups were talking to, maybe?
that appears to be what he's saying. That Kovrak would sometimes mention that apparently this isn't
Oh,
the arrangement that
okay.
the Iron Authority was trying to set.
Yeah. So
Um,
Galadin was only one of many strings that the Iron Authority tries to pull.
Yeah, many benefactors, probably.
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
essentially. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Um,
Thank you.
He also says that that was about as much as he was able to glean. Certain conversations he would be sent away out into to go, like, essentially force him to go tread water down the down the cave a little bit until they were done having certain conversations. Or that Kovrak would cast like a silence spell over the top of him, so that so that Strats couldn't hear what they were talking about or anything. Um, he explains that it appears that Kovrak was uh, their mission was to, one, obviously be a liaison in this dragon and the emperor, but also was not only trying to gain access to the council for intelligence gathering purposes, but to sow discord as well, it would appear.
That maketh perfect sense.
To
Certainly.
to grow resentment as lawbearer between the people of Amon and the council. If they were able to get into their position of lawbearer, being particularly harsh and making unjust rulings could create civil unrest within the city.
Uncertain I am to one thing with regards of the work between the Iron Authority and Gator and his crew. Work together they have on the attacks, but much fond of each other they did not seem.
From what I could understand, Gator was just a cog in the wheel. He was doing this for his own profit, and would show up randomly to drop off vast amounts of treasure to Galadon. Seemed to be happy enough with the situation that he was in. Um, it appeared on occasion that Galadon would leave the cave, um, and often come back uh, clutching several poor humanoids that would then later be devoured. It appeared that Gator could call him somehow at will.
Interesting.
Well, now we
By
know for
chance, you
certain
know.
what the stone was.
By chance, you know if that call had to be followed by Galadin, or if he chose to follow it.
I don't think that there's much anyone can do to force Galadon to do anything. But
Suspected as much, I did.
I believe, from what I was able to glean, it would appear that this Gator would call upon Galadon if perhaps his piracy, whomever he was trying to pirate, was not cooperating. This also gave Galadon an opportunity to hunt.
Indeed, that is the case. Was the case.
I do not know how he called upon the dragon. He would perk up, the gem that hung around his neck would vibrate, and he would take off out of the cavern at great speed. It's the only time I would often be left alone inside the cavern, but could not escape due to the collar that you so kindly
Huh.
removed.
About to ask, I was. It in place it held you, I presume?
If I tried to go past a certain point in the cavern, electrocute me, it would.
Ooh.
Perhaps that sigil underneath the water that Biero dispelled.
What sigil would that be?
That was more
I
of a
believe I.
necrotic. Oh, it could have been
Yes.
the necklace.
Yeah, the shackles of Strahd, I believe, were bound to a location and place. Or what can be placed bound to certain perimeters.
Where was this? Where in the cavern was this circle placed?
Not too far from the.
The final bend into the cave.
No, around
Oh, that
up
I
here.
couldn't. The collar would not allow me to get that far, even. Can you describe it to me?
I describe it to him.
I'll try to make a
Assume-
minor illusion of it based on the
Yeah.
description.
Strat says, I have no idea what that is. Assume, however, says, yes. Sounds like a spell that I have been familiar with back in my field days.
Did I? I think
It
I was
is-
too far away to hear the mage talk about that, was I?
It is called Symbol. It is quite a high level spell. It allows you to
yes.
create a glyph on the ground. And if anyone triggers it, there are several different effects that it can emit. It sounds like the one you're describing was its death effect. It would fill the entire area that it covers with deadly necrotic energies.
Jeez.
Well done, Biero.
That's true.
Trying
It
to
does
fill
do that.
Bill, can
What's
you
that?
remind me when the mage talked about this? It was only I think Fike and Biero who were close to overhear the conversation.
And
Uh,
Cortanas.
It was
Yeah.
Cortanas and
Cortanas.
Tharn you were still a little bit back. Cortanas,
Yeah, okay.
Tharn, Fike, Biero were close enough. Nox and
Close enough to hear him talk. Okay, gotcha.
yeah,
Thanks.
Nox and Tharn were a little bit further back, I think. Assume says, well, if you don't mind, I think I will let you all rest here. You've earned it. Tomorrow I will return to fetch all of you. I believe the rest of the council should hear about this. Several of them will need time to return from abroad as well, as they will be returning tomorrow anyway, as the vote for lawbearer, which, as you said, will be a little bit easier to make now, is also tomorrow. I will return to collect you all. You can come give your findings to the council. And Mr. Stonesong, you and I are going to have several long conversations. He goes, whatever you need, assume, especially if you keep feeding me like this. um,
Perhaps
Until
if one of
leaves
the
never to be
candidates
seen.
running for law bear needs some extra support, we can say the other one dropped out and threw its weight behind them. Then we can organize a party machine to shut out the more liberal element that's running.
Quite.
And then use the media, the town criers, the people handing out papers in the streets, to try to say that the entire race is shifted in one direction. Therefore, we can conglomerate all undecided voters to back one candidate who, I don't know, is losing his mind and clearly slipping due to old age.
Darn, it sounds like you've done this.
Impressed. Yeah.
No, it's
impressed
more
I am,
about-
Tharn.
Tharn, Master
you-
Tharn, I was unaware you were so versed in politics.
Well, when they elect the
Squirrels
squirrel
have
mayor,
elections too. And they do those things.
Did we get that? Did we both get that? We both said squirrels at the same.
Yes, you did.
Amazing. Squirrel mayor.
Always the squirrel.
Where's it?
Oh my!
Squirrels are
gosh.
shifty fucks.
Yes. Yes.
Squirrels have
Quite-
elections too.
Squirrels live
Quite
matter.
knowledgeable.
Obviously.
Elections out in nature are quite dynamic. A lot of people get their information directly from the fox.
So,
What does the fox say?
civilization is not that different from nature once we really think about it.
Nope.
Civilization.
Simply humanoid
Is
civilization. Or
nature.
humanoid nature. Yes. Nature.
Humanoids are a part of nature, as
Precisely.
is the civilization they create.
No, the civilization they create is in direct contrast to nature. It drives out as much nature as possible.
It really is
But
not.
nature will reclaim. Look at the forests that have just sprung up to the south side of the city. No, north?
South.
South.
South side of the city.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
We are making good work of them as turning them into new ships.
Sorry, what?
Damn!
Please.
Oh no, I'm just. He doesn't.
I'll be right back.
You think there was force before?
I have one fourth level slot left. You don't think I'll go and sit for 8 hours with it and go more?
Fuck.
I'm sure. He does say, I would. With everything you've done for the council late, I believe that your words may hold some sway in our decision making. If you would all,
I found that to be true, yes.
yes, perhaps you could take some time before we meet tomorrow afternoon. See what you can learn and figure out about Silgray and Kellen. Your recommendation might carry weight in which direction you think we should go for the council.
Oh. Wait. Did we just become somebody? Like for real? Like actually? Like
No.
no
We
joke.
have been somebody for real for some time now.
Yeah, Nox, you're using your outside voice instead of your inside voice again.
Oh. Shit, sorry.
I've been someone from at least how many months now, so
He kind of.
What are you talking
somehow
about?
looks like
What does this
curious.
mean?
It's just hitting me, and it's kind of weird.
Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Rest. You've earned it. You've done a great service to the city.
Yes,
of
I killed a dragon.
Yes, you did, Master Thon. And the city of
They
Amman and the Republic of Taldore will be in debt for some time.
Do we get to keep the horn?
Absolutely. We really do not have a need for this horn.
Cool.
Feel free.
Cool. Thanks, man.
And
It
now,
makes you virile. We need it.
and now with trade routes being open again, there should be more wealth coming into the city. So that will be good as well. Anyway, I will leave you to recuperate and see you tomorrow. Again, you've all done very well, and the city of Amon and the Republic of Taldore thanks you.
You're welcome.
Only we could have done more, but thank
Oh,
you.
a pleasure it is.
Oh,
Alana.
fear not. I'm sure we will have more that we can think up for you to do in service to Taldore. As he
Yes.
turns
Certain,
and walks out of the room.
certain of that I am.
Bye.
Noxus, you
Aye.
recall that chosen you have been as the champion of the Temple of Bahamut.
Yes. Yes.
You think that makes you somebody?
Well, yeah, but like, he just asked
re-
us to help figure out who's gonna control Amon, the biggest city on Taldore. That's kind of a big deal.
Oh, it's
You
control who gets
you recall having slain one of the might be false or not empresses of the Underdark Society.
Well,
That
that
is
was
true.
Fike. That was Fike. Like, I mean, I helped, but that was Fike.
I believe my point. You get.
Yeah.
Your
But it,
your doings have great influence and have had.
not something I'm used to.
I can agree with that.
Yes, I believe Newt is to most of us.
But now we apparently have some homework to do of sorts.
It appears so.
That's right.
Since I never went to school, I don't know what that is, so I take the big saddle. Miro, can I borrow Stunner?
It's all yours.
All right.
Um,
I am going to go complete my cycle.
Have fun with your performances,
Cycle.
Spike.
A cycle is a circle. That's how those things work.
It never ends. It's like a circle.
it's like a circle.
Are you-
It's like a circle.
Headed into the city, you are, Fike.
Yep. I'm headed into
I shall
the city.
join you on the way there.
Shouldn't
You
we all
guys
be
have-
going into the city to investigate these things, running for things?
I mean, what time is it?
Oh, yeah, what time is it?
At this point, it's getting a little bit later in the day. Lena had been serving you guys. You probably had a bit of an early dinner. But at this point, after Dratz filling you in on all that he has in your conversation with Assume, the sun's probably setting.
Well, they're probably at home, so we're not going to learn much. They're probably not going to talk to us. So we might as well bide our time, rest, and then see him tomorrow during the day.
Perhaps not.
Stop by the Lyceum I can make.
Yeah, but I know, like, just knowing kind of how kingdom type stuff might work a little bit better than the others, would I know, like, the ways to kind of get information about public figures that aren't just, like, talking straight to them?
We make
Oh,
a
I
public
mean,
records
there's all-
request, and then
Yeah.
I mean, not for nothing. Like, I mean, I'm sure you guys can come up with stuff, but there's all sorts of ways you can. I mean, it sounds like most of these people have been public servants in one shape or form or another for a while now. There's probably public records on them. Some of you have networks in the city that you can talk to hear about them from secondhand. You could go talk to them firsthand. There's all sorts of things you could do to.
So I get to list
Find
all
out.
these things that we can do for the. I finally get one of those.
Yeah.
Yay!
on to
Thorn
learning.
patiently sits and listens to every single one she says.
Tango, we going into town?
Indeed.
Okay.
Well,
All right, so
Django.
Django and Fike are going into town.
I mean, you guys have fun. I kind of want to read this book, so I'm gonna go upstairs and read my book.
Alrighty, Nox, you go start doing some reading.
I might want to go with them out of town though. It's been a while since.
Okay, Renata's going into town.
Ron is gonna watch me strip.
I mean, maybe.
Might join you.
Bureau, Thorn,
Maybe.
what are you guys
She
up
might
to?
join in the fun and revelry.
Listen.
I'll go visit the Arkart temple and just kind of doesn't need to be RP'd out, just practice performance and stuff like that over there.
Okay. Thorn, you go grow more trees.
I do.
Are you doing it right around the keep?
Right outside the walls. Right?
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, I haven't spent as much time in Amon as the rest of you have. So you tell me where you think Tharn would go to gracefully a gigantic grove of trees.
The Council Hall of Tal'Dorei.
Yes. Like right in the middle of the clogged up district.
Yeah, like if there's a little park or something, like I will just sit there for 8 hours, make trees just. And I'm doing it at 4th level, so it's even more chunky.
Chunky boy.
Temple to the Wild Mother in the Temple District is essentially a huge garden.
I wouldn't have anything to do with those people. I would go
All right.
someplace that isn't already a garden over with trees.
The Erudite Quarter has a couple different parks, as does Abadar's Promenade. And
I don't care. Pick one. It doesn't matter to me.
All right, that's fine. Central District is most easily accessible to you, and they have a couple different parks as well that you could grow a bunch of trees in. Or there's all sorts of places outside the walls, but
and I am officially out of
all
spell
that
slots.
shitty sidewalk now that all the roots have grown under and then cracked.
Yeah.
Some kid is gonna lose his front teeth on a scooter because of Thorn.
Someone who paid an extremely large amount of money for a house with like a really nice southern facing view now just has that.
Right outside the window. There's some branches like through the window in the
I don't know what
house.
happened here. I bought this house. It was beautiful, and then these fucking trees just fucking.
Thorn just creates reverse gentrification. Is that the
it was
thing?
ridiculous. I woke up in the morning, all of a sudden there's like a whole grove of
It's the opposite of gentrification.
What I paid for?
Lowers
looking at the
property
map now, I
values.
figured out something else I'm going to do. I am just going to, after I do that, I'm just going to stand on a corner, and as people walk by, I'm going to go, "Oh, I haven't seen you around the Cloud Top District. What am I saying? You would never go there."
God.
Do you often get to the Cloud Top District? What am I saying?
I don't get it.
Thorn's got money now.
Bureau,
Yep.
as you are sitting at the Temple of the Arkheart in the gardens there, practicing your lute, you receive a message.
Okay.
From Terra Thunderbrand.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
She says, Piero, I figured it out. It was why I was in Amon trying to secure a residuum.
Is that the end of it?
No.
Okay.
Shit. I'm able to scry on Elsa.
Gasp.
Tease
You
the
need
take.
to. Last sentence is you need to come to Craghammer.
I'll respond. As I'll come as soon as I can. Is she alive? Is she okay?
She will. As you ask questions, a moment later, another casting of sending happens, and she says, "She's alive. I can show you." Okay? I don't think so.
I'll kind of sigh sadly, and then I'll say, "I'll be there as soon as I can."
All right, yeah. So, all right, there you go. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Hey!
Dum.
By the way, I don't
Excuse
know
me.
if anybody well this, but apparently Tom Hanks has coronavirus.
Yep.
What?
Tom Hanks.
Real?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
He
boy.
and his
And
wife
the-
both got it while filming in Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
And the NBA season's been suspended as well. And all travel to and from Europe.
Jeez.
Wait, what?
30-day moratorium on Europe travel.
Yep.
So, what are the odds, the over/under, that the purge happens within the next 90 days?
That's going to depend a lot on Democratic election. Isn't
That
it?
is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Anyway,
Yo.
Hi, we're still on the internet.
Yes.
we are still on the internet.
We can go to Dad Joke of the Day. Don't you worry.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Ronka.
Hi, Ronka.
Rocky, you rock.
Hello.
And thank you
Hello.
again for the sub.
Ronka.
You're fabulous.
You should subscribe to Mark's channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mark is a comedian. Thorn is a
yeah.
comedian.
Pimp that out
And
And
if he
quick.
gets 500 subs, he's gonna shave his head,
Among other things.
amongst
I
other things.
launched it a few hours ago, and I want to say I'm already at like 30-something.
Nice.
Popular comedy on YouTube.
Congratulations, guys! You survived.
Barely.
Hey.
Yeah, no thanks to you.
Thanks to
Hey.
me. Why am I supposed to be working towards your survival?
Because
you like us.
Die.
Because you're so nice and you like us.
Because I purposely tried to get us out of there in under 30 minutes.
We had a
Which we all
plan. We
agreed
had a
was
backup
like the
plan.
approximate time we would need to be out of there by, and you were like, "Well, 5."
I'm sorry. How long do you think it would take to harvest stuff from a corpse the size of a semi truck?
5 minutes.
You want me to tell you from personal experience?
There are many ways you could harvest a
Yes.
corpse for your
And I list them. There are multiple ways to skin a
So-
cat, and here are the ways. One.
I'm curious, can you
Also-
tell if it was teleportation that they used? Like the spell teleportation to come in?
It was not the spell teleportation. You don't know that.
It was
Yeah.
called.
Oh, yeah, I would
it-
know,
It was
but I'm-
called plot device, and it's a level 5 spell.
I'm just curious.
It's called magic items. They are extremely well supplied from their enormous civilization.
And now they
Yeah.
get even
Has-
more. Because they got most of the treasure.
And they have access to all sorts of magic items because they have armies of mages and shit that all work towards the benefit of their civilization and solely that.
Nice.
Damn, I wanted
Must
to
be
fuck up
nice.
that ship. Well,
We can go and fight it again.
Yeah, now we don't have to worry about a dragon, so we can actually fight them.
Anyway, who wants experience points?
yay.
I do.
Ren 19, Nox 19, Shango 19, Bureau 18, Fike 20, Tharn 19.
$79 more.
Did you say next week is your last week, Mark?
The week after that,
Week after?
The week after next.
yes,
Yeah.
right?
Gotcha.
Aw. Two
Stop
more weeks
trying to
with
make it-
Tharn, y'all.
Stop
Two
trying
more.
to leave early.
He's got the rest of the month basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
legit went like, oh no, he definitely has more weeks. No, I need to convince him to stay.
Well, I mean, yeah, you guys could have totally just been like, yeah, no, that's a really good.
I
Also,
mean,
not-
Python.
if you
Yeah.
guys hadn't grouped up, all of you, all of you.
If they hadn't grouped up, you would have left them. You were saying? Okay, because you were cutting out there.
Yeah, you cut out completely.
yeah,
so
yeah.
if you guys hadn't grouped up, I would have just left it that.
Just
Or I
whoever
would've
was
taken-
there.
Maybe.
How many? How much XP do you need to level?
Your level at this
180?
level, it's your level times 15.
2 more sessions, really, maybe 3.
I think it's what 80 at this point, right?
What level are you currently fighting total?
Should be 12.
12? 12.
12.
Yep, I think we're all 12 at this point.
180.
So 180 you need.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Should be one
so
more
much.
session for me. All right. Do you want dad joke of the day? It's terrible.
Oh boy.
No.
Do it.
No.
How
Oh,
do
no.
demon worshipping monsters end a marriage?
I don't know.
They get an annulment.
Uh,
All right, you just lost 3 experience. Paul.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. See you next week.
Bye bye.
Get some sleep.
Boo.
I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud to be in whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice holder. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice holder, and my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me.